We are now live right here at the Mic Drop Barbecue. Let me know if this is coming in crystal clear, if it's kind of choppy or if it's kind of screwed up a little bit. Let me know. I'll just back out of it and come back online again to make sure we got it right. Not sure if you guys can hear me or not, but it says the microphone is jumping. I don't know. My sound is kind of down a little bit. Let me crank my sound up some. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. And you guys let me know if this thing is coming in clear. If you can't hear the microphone, or not if you can't hear the microphone, but if it's kind of choppy on your end or if it's kind of scratchy on your end, let me know. But I want to do a midday live stream today because everybody's out working right now, trying to make money to pay them bills, keep everything going. I was out on a private client earlier. I had 2 private clients in a row. So somebody called, needed some help. I picked up some clients and then I had to go do my own client. But I got a little video of that because I wanted to show you guys where my clients live. Man. And a lot of times I go in the nighttime. So to go in the daytime is much different. What's up, AJ? What's up, Dater Father? And a lot of times I go in the night, so I can't really see the areas as well. Man, beautiful houses. So I went up and took them up to the waste management this morning, got out of there, got my money and shot out. Then I took a client all the way down to the airport, and that was my ride back home. So I got $80 to do that one, then $75 to do that one. So $155 in 2 rides. Took me about an hour and 10 minutes total. So that's how we work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to know, how do I make money? My channel helps you make money. If you are struggling with driving and you want to be a business person and not just a driver, my channel is the channel that's going to help you become a driver. You become a business person on my channel. You do not become a driver. You become a business person. There is a difference. If you want to be a driver, that's what Uber and Lyft is for. If you want to go out and make some money, you want to negotiate, shake people's hands, get invited to their house, you become a business owner. You become somebody who's doing business now. I am not an Uber driver. I'm not a Lyft driver. I do get on Uber and Lyft every once in a while to get clients, to kind of market myself a little bit for potentials. What up, Darius? I get out there and market people a little bit. Oh, thank you, Mr. Cole, for the super chat. Thank you. Appreciate you and your video so much. Thank you, woman. I appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. Most definitely. Love it. And you know, and I was saying, you know, I want to help people become better at doing business. I don't want to help you become a better driver because that's Uber and Lyft stuff. That's acceptance rate, cancel rate. That's all of that. I want to help you make $100 an hour. That's my goal. I want to help you get out there and shake people's hand, negotiate, talk about how much is it worth. Hey, here's my business card. Can I just pick you up for the airport tomorrow? Hey, shoot me a text. Let me know your flight number. That's what I want to help you do. I don't want to help you chase surge. No, I want to help you stay off the apps. I'll show you on my Uber app. I'll show you the last time I drove Uber. I'm going to show you guys because a lot of people, they don't believe it. I'm like, dude, you don't have to drive Uber and Lyft. There it is right there. The last trip I did on Uber was November the 30th. The last trip I ever did on Uber, it was $12 I took somebody to the airport by my house. It was November the 30th at 4:23 in the morning. That was the last time I drove on Uber. The last time I drove on Lyft was, I think, last week. I did 3 black SUV rides all week. That's it. Because I do private rides. I want to help you become a business owner. I don't want to help you become a better Uber driver or a better Lyft driver. Those companies are phasing you out. I want to help you say, I want to make $50 on this ride. I want to make $90 on this ride. You have a right to do that. You got a right to do that. You are a contractor. You're a negotiator. And when I put Hum out there, when I show you guys apps like this, this is my business investment. I spent $43,000 on my BMW. I spent $33,000 on my Expedition. So 2 cars I use, and I spent $76,000 on 2 cars. $76,000. I invest a lot of money into my business. I put a lot of money. I buy 2 sets of tires. I buy rims. I buy extra tires on top of tires. I invest in business. I am not a Uber driver or a Lyft driver. I'm a business person. I put a lot of money up. When I say you can get commercial insurance for $2 to $3 per day, not per ride, per day, in a 24-hour period, you will be paying $2 to $3 for 24 hours of commercial insurance to do whatever you want to do. $2 to $3. I can put up 76,000 and not blink an eye because I know I need to do that if I want to make the money. I have to do that if I want to make the money. A lot of people out there, they don't want to make the money. They don't want to do it. Oh, Terry, I'll be trying, brother. I'll be trying, brother. So I'm sitting there telling people, if you cannot invest $2, $3 a day into you potentially making $1,000. People saw me make $850 in one day. I made $1,009 in one day, but I'm only paying $2 to $3 per day for commercial insurance because I keep 100% of the money. And I'm trying to teach other people how to do that, why you should do that. But people are so scared to get off of Uber and Lyft. They so, you know what? I would drive Uber and Lyft, but they don't charge me. Oh, they charging you, but you don't see it. Today, a guy told me today, and I'm not lying. I'll show you. I will show you right here because I don't got a lot of people. I do not like cap. I don't like cap. I tell straight up real truth behind everything I say. Where's he at? Okay, right here. Right here he says he did a ride this morning from Mesa Gateway to Waste Management. Mesa Gateway is an airport. From Mesa Gateway, and it's my man James right here, to Waste Management, $45, no tip. $45 from Mesa Gateway to Waste Management. That's about an hour drive. I would charge about $150 to $200 for that ride. He got $45, no tip on the app. I said, I bet he probably paid $80 for the ride. He said, yep, he did. That's the message right there. Like I said, no cap, no cap. This is what people are getting paid out there. $45 when the app charged them people $80. $80. And he got 45 out of the 80. I would have charged 150 and the people would have been happy. Because I tell people, I'm not cheaper, but I'm better. People get in my car, shit, they already got margaritas. I got margaritas in every cup holder already. When you get in, it's margaritas for everybody. This morning I had Crown and Coke for everybody. So I got Crown and Coke in every cup holder because I buy these Jack Daniels. No, it's Crown Royal. You can get Crown Royal and Coke cans. They're cans of it. So I put alcohol and water in all my cup holders. When you get in my truck, the shit's free. Drink it. If you want it, drink it. If you want a margarita, drink it. You ain't got to ask me. I put it in here for people. You want a water? Drink it. You want a Crown Royal and Coke? Drink it. That's how I treat my clients because I get paid well. When you get in my car, you are not getting in the Uber. You're not getting in the Lyft. When you get in my car, you're getting an experience. You're getting a private ride from a private driver who wants to help you get from point A to point B, but do it in an enjoyable sense. By the time my people make there, they already buzzed already. They drank whatever's in the car. They already buzzed. I tell them, leave the cans, man. Just leave the cans. I'll clean it out. Don't worry about it because they pay me well. Exactly, Don. It's about 70 miles. 70 miles for $45. And the app charged them people $80. And I'm like, nah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. So when I'm trying to help people with my channel and I'm trying to help, I'm telling you, take that chance, take that risk. Thank you, Jose, for the super chat, brother. This is great for drivers who are about business and not app drivers. Exactly. Exactly. Man, thank you and Miss Nicole this morning for already taking care of me this morning, man. I truly appreciate it. And that's what I mean. When you want to do business, like I'm from Casino. Whenever we sat down with financial statements, we would buy a plot of land. Let's say we spent, $2.6 million on a plot of land. So we got the 2.6 million. Then we say we want to build a casino. So we do the whole budget. A casino don't start turning profit till its third or fourth year in operation. So with all of these people thinking paying $2 a day for commercial insurance is too much money, I can't do business with those type of people. I can't because I'm from corporate. If you tell me it costs $2 a day costs you too much, you're not where I think you're not on the level where I think you should be doing business. Because on Uber and Lyft, if you make $500 that day on Uber, I guarantee you're only getting 50% of the money the people paid. So you paid $500 that day to make $500 that day. It was $1,000 spent for people to get in your car. $1,000 was spent for people to get in your car, and you only got 500 of that. If you spend $2 a day on commercial insurance, if people spend $1,000 a day to get in your car, guess how much of that you're going to get? $1,000. That's what I get. So I spend the $2, $3 a day. It don't bother me to spend $2, $3 a day because I know everybody that gets in my car, whatever is being spent is what I'm getting. It ain't no, well, man, if I just do Uber, I don't got to spend nothing. Oh, you spending, you don't see it though. Uber is good. Lyft is good at masking expense. So you don't see it. When you break down everything everybody paid, you be like, hold up. So they paid $960 this week to be in my car, $960. And out of that $960 in 7 days, I only got $600. So you spent $300 a week, spent $300 a week in fees for people to get in your car. But if you were doing $2 a day, in 7 days, you're spending $14. So I'm going to spend $14 in 7 days where other people are spending $300 in that same time frame, and I'm taking all the money. I'm a businessman. I don't mess with these people online who don't think. I have an accounting degree. You have to think like accountants to run businesses. I have a degree. I keep it in my wallet because a lot of people think I be bullshitting sometimes. And I've said it a lot. It's dirty as hell. This is my accounting degree right here. University of Nevada, Las Vegas. I did 4 years at Drake University, transferred out of Drake University my senior year after 4 years because my scholarship was done. Went to Las Vegas, got back into accounting at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. I took my last 30 something credit. I had 155 credits when I graduated. So I took over 35 credits at UNLV to finally complete my accounting degree. So this is all I know. I just know money. I know accounting, I know money, and I try to give that information to people for free. Corporate paid me to sit and do this. Corporate paid me, but I'm on the internet giving this for free. Thank you, Darius. I appreciate the super chat, brother. Hum is the way to go. Yeah, exactly. And that's 500 in about 12 plus hours, and they take the other 500. Exactly, Greg. Exactly. And so when I do my channel, I'm giving people that surety within yourself. You've got to trust yourself. Anything easy is not worth working for. And anything worth working for is worth having. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Everybody cannot win. Everybody's not going to win. You have to have losers in the game of life. You have to. I don't want to be that loser. So I'm going to take that risk. I'm going to do whatever it takes to maximize how much I can get that day without risking my car, without putting me, doing 400 miles a day just to make $800 because I'm getting $2 a mile. No, I can drive 7-8 miles and make $70. I do it all the time. I've drove 10 miles and made $200 before. Do it all the time. But you got to be willing to get off the apps and get into your own business zone. If you're not into your own business zone, you're being held back by Uber and Lyft. They're saying, we'll pay you X, we'll pay you Y, we'll pay you Z. But when you're your own business, you negotiate directly with the rider. You say, okay, listen, I'll pick you guys up from the airport, $150. Deal. That'll work. I mean, like I said, I got so much stuff in my phone. I'm gonna see I'm gonna show you what some people will pay me. Hold up for a second. Where is this at? Let me see something. I'm gonna show you guys how I talk to my people. Wait a minute. Let me go down here. Oh, where's he at? Okay. So this is one of my clients right here. No cap. Like I said, I don't got a cap. I'm reading you exactly what my client. This is how me and my clients talk. He says, hi, Jeff. We're going to the Mortgage Matchup Center to go to the Phoenix Suns game. It starts at 7 p.m., I think. Because of traffic, you need to pick us up around 6:05. Going to Jefferson Ave in Phoenix to the basketball game. How much would you charge? See, they asking me, how much would you charge? They don't say, well, Uber's in. We will also like to be picked up tonight after the game. I said, okay, we can do $85, not much further past the airport. So that was $85 is one way. I said $85 is not much further past it because I charge him $75 to go to the airport. And he says, sounds good. We'll do $200 round trip. That's what he said. So I told him $85, which is $170 round trip. He told me I'll do $200. See, he went up. I told him, hey, it's not that much further than the airport. I told him that. I said, well, we could do, and you can see exactly what I said. I said, we could do $85. It's not further than the airport. He says, I'll tell you what, I'll give you $200. I said, hey, that's a deal. And I said, thanks, doc. Appreciate you. That's my doctor client right there. And so what I do is I sit there and I tell people, this is how you make real money. These rides on Uber and Lyft, Uber would charge them probably $90 or $100 for that ride and give me 35, 40, because it's not that far. It's like a 15-mile ride. That's it, a 15-mile ride. So the app is going to turn around and pay me $2 a mile, 30 bucks. Hey, Jeff, here's $30. But they're going to charge them about 90. Get your own commercial insurance, get the whole 90. Just get it all. It's all yours now. So that math is simple. Looked at y'all breakdown on fees, Uber and Lyft, compared that $2 a day for commercial insurance. Easy choice. I'm telling you, Jose, man, real talk. Business people know you have to invest money to make money. What Uber and Lyft taught people is download the app for free. Download it for free and make all the money you want. It's not a free app. You're being charged fees on every single ride you do. It's not a free app. You download it for free, but it's not a free app. You are paying fees. You're paying insurance fees. You're paying marketing fees. You're paying all these fees, airport fees. You are paying everything on that app that you just downloaded for free, not realizing how much money they're taking from you with every ride you do. And for Waste Management to be an Arizona event, any event that's in your city, that money should stay in your city. Arizona holds Waste Management. We should have all that money for all the drivers, all the restaurants, all the businesses. We deserve all that money because that is an Arizona-based event. Why is Uber and Lyft taking money away from Arizona using our events? See, I don't drive Uber and Lyft for most of these events. I'll do private rides. I want to keep the money in Arizona. I keep people off the apps. Even when I get somebody off the apps, I tell them right off the bat, hey, man, listen, they're only paying me $27 for this ride. Normally, I charge about $45 for this ride. They go, oh, well, shit, they're charging me $61. I got to tell you what, we'll do it for $50. Let's call it good. Okay, let's do it. How do I pay you? Cancel that shit real quick. Boop, $50, cash out. Thank you, appreciate it. Because that money belongs to us in Arizona. That's not Uber and Lyft money. That's our money. Where you live, that's your money. And I tell folks, man, if you want to be a business person, you got to think cutthroat like a business person. Uber and Lyft are cutthroat. Right now, they're being sued in France. Uber's being sued in France right now for all these employment wages and payroll taxes and all these back taxes because they're treating their drivers like employees, not independent contractors. So they're being sued in France right now for the same shit we go through in America. I'm my own independent contractor. I don't worry about Uber and Lyft. I'm like, man, forget y'all. I'm going to go out and get the money. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, thank you, Jose, for the super chat, brother. He said, ain't nothing for free. That's the catch. It sounds, but in the end, it's a scam. And I'm telling you, more people go broke doing Uber and Lyft than any other job out there. More people go broke. You go through tires. You go through alternators. You go through head gaskets. You go through engines and transmissions. You go through cars like crazy because you're running up these. This is a very, very expensive business to be in, to be making the same amount per hour that what some employee is getting paid who don't even use a car. They take a bus to work. But y'all making the exact same money per hour, but you're tanking all your profits back into the business because you got to keep that car running just to stay driving. I don't want to drive a lot. My clients know me. I don't want to drive a lot. I want to drive when you need me to drive. You need me to pick you up from the airport? I got you. You need me to drive? I got you. $300. Okay, $300. Jerry, yesterday, I'm sitting with Jerry, and Jerry was sitting right next to me at the meeting. Somebody texted Jerry and said, hey, Jerry, we're going to need a ride to Waste Management from Cave Creek. Cave Creek is up north, Waste Management down south. Jerry said, Jerry didn't even flinch. Jerry said $300. The guy said, okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Jerry didn't look up a rate. He didn't look up a price. He didn't look up nothing. Jerry sat right there next to me and typed the dude back, $300. The guy said, okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Those are the kind of clients you want. People who want to get from point A to point B. They're looking for really good service, a clean car, a great person, great personality. They're not looking for cheap shit. We're not cheap drivers. We're good drivers. We go out there and we get it done. Jerry didn't even blink because these people know for $300, they ain't got to worry about trying to find a ride. They ain't got to worry about getting canceled, declined. They ain't got to worry about nothing. Jerry's going to show up, pick them up and drop them off. They already know that. That's what it takes to be a driver. Know your worth. When Jerry sat there and said 300, now me, because Cave Creek down there, I mean, it's probably, I would say 8 miles to 10 miles. So round trip is about 20 to 25 miles. I would say something like that. It's probably 20-mile round trip from Cave Creek to the Waste Management and back. It's not that far. It's far because it's away from everybody. So for $300, the dude's making about $10 a mile almost. And the people are okay paying that because it's a big event and everybody wants to get there. Today, Taylor Swift is there. So Taylor Swift is at the event with Travis Kelce. Everybody's going. That's why my clients wanted to go. Everybody wants to see Taylor Swift. Everybody wants to see Travis Kelce. It's the pro-am. The pros playing with the amateurs today. So everybody's paying whatever it takes to get there because they want to be at hole 16 with Taylor Swift. And everybody's like, hey, taking pictures with Taylor Swift. That's where they want to be. It's a big event. People are willing to pay, but you got to stay off these ragged ass apps that aren't treating you like the contractor you are. And hopefully that's what my channel teaches people. Just gives you a little surety in yourself. I've been doing, private rides since I got the Jeep. I bought the Jeep in 2019. I started doing private rides in 2020 in the Jeep. That was using an app. I started doing private rides, real private rides in 2005 in Vegas when I bought a Mercedes S420. I started doing rides up and down the strip in a big ass Mercedes. The same type of Mercedes Princess Diana died in. That's the one I had. The one 50 Cent had in Get Rich or Die Trying, I had the black version. Well, it was a charcoal black. Had little sparklies and shit in the paint. I used that back in 2005 to drive people up and down the Vegas Strip. Made a lot of good money doing it. Uber wasn't out yet. Now in 2019, after I joined Uber with my Jeep, started doing private rides in 2020. Everybody, you got to get commercial insurance. You can't do private rides. You're going to get kicked off the apps. You can't do this. You can't do that. A lot of people were scared of what I was doing. Scared of it. And I'm telling people, get your business cards. You look at my videos. I got videos from 2020, 2021 on my channel. Get your business cards. Go out there and do this, man. You got to make this money. Yeah, but don't listen to him. He's going to get you kicked off the app. Don't listen to him. What do you listen to this dude for? He's an idiot. He's going to lose his house. The house I'm still in building studios in. He's going to lose his house. He's going to lose his car. I'm trying to help people make money. And people are out there telling you not to do it. Stay a slave to the system. I'm not scared. I'm just not scared. I'm willing to go out and make the money. I'm willing to go out and do it. I'm not going to sit there and let somebody else's fear cap my own capability. You could be scared all you want. That's a right. But I have to be smart enough to know that you're scared in a place where I don't have to be scared and I can go out and make money and capitalize. I don't even, like I said, last time I drove Uber was November, and that's because they gave me $110 for 10 rides. I don't drive these apps. Lyft, I'll throw it on black SUV. If they don't send me nothing, I don't do nothing. I'm not doing like, if I did go all the way down to the base rides, I'll charge people 20, 25 bucks a pop. Like, hey, you need to get back to the dorms? 20 bucks. Okay. You need to go over here? 20 bucks. Okay. But I'm not going to be doing no $3, $4, $5 rides. No. What is that? Are you still going to keep the Expedition? I heard you say you're going to get a new SUV in the future. Yeah, I'm going to keep the Expedition, but the new vehicle I want to get is a Kia Carnival. I want the 2025 Kia Carnival or the 2026 Kia Carnival. And the reason why I want that is because they have recliners in the car. It's a minivan that looks like an Expedition. Dead serious. It looks like an Expedition. The seats recline back like lazy boys. Your feet come up. It looks like a Maybach, a van Maybach, basically is what it looks like to me. I want to buy the Kia Carnival. They're selling for about 50 grand, 45 to 50,000 bucks. I'm going to keep the Expedition because it's massive. I could take 7, 8 people everywhere. It's really big, really good on gas. It's a V6 twin turbo, really good on gas. But that Kia Carnival is a special vehicle. That thing, I'm going to see if I can pull up a Kia Carnival. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. Hold up. Kia Carnival 2026. Man, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. They're not giving me no good images. These images look like trash. Oh, here we go. 2026 Carnival Kia. Okay, let me go here. I'm going to show you a Kia Carnival right here. Let me show you guys a Kia Carnival. Did it pop up on the screen yet? Okay, here we go. This is a Kia Carnival. Look at this right here. This is the interior right here. Man, let me go back. Look at this, man. Look at the interior of these cars. Here's right here. This right here. Let me view image. Okay, I'm gonna share this with you real quick. I'm gonna see if I can share this tab instead. All right, share that tab instead. This right here is the interior of a Kia Carnival. Look at this, man. Look at this. This is the rear of the van. These are the back seats. You kick back, you relax. This is craziness right here, man. This is a beautiful vehicle. So I can take people from city to city in that thing, man. City to city. That is a crazy vehicle, man. I know it's a bad name for the model. Yeah. They should call it the Kia Custom or something. I don't know. It is a beautiful interior, man. And I'm not a minivan person at all. But I'm gonna show you guys what the exterior looks like. Let me see if I can get out of this real quick. Okay. So I'll show you what the exterior look like. Hold up for a second. Share this screen here. Because I just want to show you guys like the stuff I look at. So this is a nice one right here. That's nice right there. How it looks. I mean, it looks to me almost like the Expedition, because I own an Expedition and I know what it looks like. Let me share this tab right here for you. Okay, it's going to verify that I'm a human. I am a human. Come on, man. Oh, whatever. It's taking too long. All right, let's find another one. Let me find another one. This one here. Whoops. I'm trying to find another one for you guys right here. Okay. I'm gonna open this up to show you what this thing looks like, man. This right here. And I know, like, this looks plain, but everybody knows me. I changed the wheels out immediately. It won't have these wheels on it. It's got really big wheel wells. I mean, side to side is wide, front to back. It looks like an Expedition just lowered to the ground. So I would probably put bigger wheels on it. These are probably 18s or 19s. I'd probably go 20s with thinner wheels. I'd do something to it, but it looks really, really nice. To be a minivan, it looks nice. And it's a big vehicle. It is a massive vehicle. I like it. I like it. And I know a lot of people probably don't. They go, oh man, I wouldn't get no damn minivan. It's like, bro, trust me, it don't look like a minivan. Once you see them in person, these things are massive. I'm gonna see if I can find a really nice one that somebody already did some work to already. Oh, let's see. Well, I'm trying to see them, but they just don't have no good ones yet. Because these are the 2026s. Let me go see if I can find the 2025s. I'll share this tab right here. I'll show you guys what the tab I'm looking at. So I'm going through this tab here, just seeing how they all look. And some of them are pretty nice, man. Like these here. Look at this. 39,000 with 21,000 miles on it. Then you got 44,000, 40,000. Here's a 2024. I don't want the 24. But there's a 26 here. Some really nice ones, man. Really nice ones. And I don't know. So if I do get another vehicle, it will probably be the Kia Carnival. I would say that. So let me close out all this stuff. So but I'd keep the Expedition. But I would really want to get one of those right there, man. The Lexus LS5. Oh yeah. Issues the engine reliability. I don't know. And that's the thing with me being a mechanic. I wonder if what parts of the engine are the issue, because a lot of stuff I can repair myself. I replace transmissions. I got an engine hoist in the garage. I can swap engines real quick. So it don't really make a difference with car repairs and stuff like that with me. I'm a guy who does my own car repairs. I haven't used a shop since probably 2007. I think 2007 was the last time I had a Mercedes and I took the dashboard apart and I was corporate. I ran out of time to put it back together. So I had a tow truck come and tow it out of my garage to a Mercedes shop, and they put on my dash back because I was changing out my heater core because I was leaking water in the front. So I changed out my heater core. I just didn't have time to put the dash back together. So 2007 was the last time I ever used a shop on any of my vehicles. And I probably had about 10 vehicles since then. I don't even know. The plastic lever spring on the timing chain. Yeah, see, and if that's plastic, they probably need to swap that out to aluminum. If they can get that to be aluminum with an aftermarket part, yeah, that's probably something good right there. Something good. But yeah, it's very Sprinter van like. And the one thing I like about the Kia, it's not high up. Like I've been having to use the Beamer lately. I had to use the Beamer 3 times in the past maybe 3 weeks because I'm picking up people who are like 80 years old, 90 years old, and they can't get up in the truck. So I got to take the Beamer. That looks low enough to the ground. Like it looks like the Expedition just lowered. So I can get older people in there. And I'm like, man, I could do this. I could do that, Kia, man. I could do that. And the Beamer, I like the Beamer. I love the Beamer. But it's real sporty. It don't have that luxury ride to it. It's not a 7 Series. It's not a 5. It's a 3 Series. It's very sports carish. I mean, it's a nice sedan. But if you want to feel every bump in the road, yeah, I could get big ass airplane tires on it, but I don't want airplane tires. I like the way it looks. So I'm like, man, the BMW is nice, but I want that Kia. I think that Kia would be real nice. Somebody, like I said, if you want to get out there and really make money, you got to look at inventory. I don't ever look at the Uber Lyft list. Like people say, well, what does that qualify on Uber and Lyft? I don't give a shit. I'm not driving Uber and Lyft with my cars. It's like these cars cost too much money to be on Uber and Lyft. Uber and Lyft, they have watered down, especially with all the corporations laying people off. They are so watered down with drivers. They can afford to pay people pennies because they know somebody's going to take it. This morning, I've already made $160 this morning. I woke up at 8:38. I woke up at 8:38. By the time it was 11:30, I had already made, and I only did 2 rides. 8:38, showered, shaved, put my clothes on, wiped the truck down a little bit, made a coffee. I ain't even drank the whole coffee yet. I still got about this much coffee. I got about this much coffee left. So I didn't even finish a whole cup of coffee yet, and I'm already at $160 already, $75 and $85. I'm already at $160, and I ain't even finished a cup of coffee yet. That's how you want a private drive. When you're on Uber and Lyft, to make $160, it's going to take you like 5 hours because you're getting $30 an hour. I did 2 rides. I didn't even have time to drink my coffee yet. I was like, shit, I'm going to go back out later. I got a text earlier. People saying, hey, man, I might be booked up later on if you free later. I'm like, all I got is the airport. That's it. I got 1 airport later, and that's going to be another $80. So that'll put me at, let me see, 168. That'll put me at 240. So 3 rides will put me at 240 for today. And I'm not even touching the apps. I'm not even on an app right now. I'm going to be at 240. And if somebody else needs me, do a ride for them, I might be at 340, 440. 0 apps. No apps at all. All I do is turn on hum, commercial insurance. That's it. Turn on hum. And what does it cost me? $2 every 24 hours. So I'm going to do a hum calculation for you. Let's say you want to drive 8 hours a day. You want to drive 8 hours. So we'll do 8 divided by, wait a minute. You got 8 hours divided by $2. No, you can't do 4. It's not right. Wait a minute. I know what I'm thinking about. Yeah, no, I did waste management earlier today. So if you spending $2, so let's do 2 divided by 8. There you go. 2 divided by 8. It's 25 cents an hour. So my commercial insurance for an 8-hour day, my commercial insurance for a 8-hour day is 25 cents for every hour. And you have people out there right now saying that's too expensive. I can't fuck with them people. I can't do it, man. You cannot mentally bring me all the way down to hang with somebody who says 25 cents an hour is too much money. My brain is too expansive for that. When somebody tells me 25 cents an hour is too expensive, I'd just rather stay on Uber and Lyft. I can't do business with them people, man. I can't. And that's an 8-hour day. Now, if you work the 10-hour day, it's 20 cents an hour. When you tell me 20 cents an hour is too much for you to invest into potential if you making 100% of the money you got, I can't do business with you. We are not on the same level business-wise. You're telling me you cannot afford a quarter an hour and you want to run with drivers like us. We can't do it, man. We can't do it. And there's no shade. You know what? More power to them. Because look at how much in fees you're paying Uber. When you drive every hour, open your app and see how much in fees you paid for that hour, for every ride you took. I bet it's more than 25 cents. I bet it's more than 25 cents. Open your app up. Be like, okay, I just did 3 rides in that hour. How much in fees did I pay? Commercial insurance, marketing fees, all these airport fees. How much did I pay for that? Let me see how much I paid for all that. You tell me, how much is that compared to 25 cents? Tell me. Oh, it's an app. It's called Hum, Chase Rate Hum. Go look at the last video I dropped. The last video I dropped on my channel, so I don't got to go backwards and talk about the same shit over again. The last video I dropped is Hum. It's an app. I've been on that app for 4 years on this channel. 4 years I've been using Hum. It helps you with commercial insurance and private rides. I'm not going to go over the whole app right now because everybody knows it already, but I got videos on my channel about it. Yeah, Hum only stays on the West Coast. Real East Coast need y'all, Jeff. Yeah. See, there you go. During the last week's snowstorm here, I got nursing facilities take their employees to and from work. I made over $2,000 in 4 days. No apps whatsoever. No, it's all about having commercial insurance. And that's why I tell folks, you sign up on the Hum, man. You tell me, with the amount of money people are paying in fees on Uber and Lyft, is the money you're losing. Every ride on Uber and Lyft you take, you are losing money, losing it. When you could be a true independent contractor, because they say you're not their employee. If you're not their employee, why are you letting them tell you what to do? Make it make sense. If I'm not your employee, if I walk in Burger King right now, Burger King can't tell me to go back there and flip no burger. Burger King can't tell me to clean up the lobby. I'm not a Burger King employee. But if I say, man, I want to sit in this chair right here. Let me clean this up a little bit. I'll go wipe it down real quick because I want to eat at that table because I can look and see my truck. So I'll clean the table off myself. I'll go get a towel, put it up, get some water on it. I'll wipe it down a little bit. Get the little ketchup and mustard off the table. I'll do that myself because I'm not lazy. Oh, excuse me, can somebody come clean this table? No, I'm not that lazy. I'll do it myself. I can get it done quicker. I'm not the employee of Burger King, no. So they can't tell me, oh, sir, when you come in, go clean that table over there, sir. They can't tell me that. Uber and Lyft cannot tell me, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that. You can't make money. You can only make what we tell you to make. That's not independent contracting then. You have to look at, I'm going to go look at, what up, Bighorn Kev, my brother. I'm going to go pull up the word independent contractor. Independent contractor. All right, bam. Let's pull it up right here. I'm gonna share this screen right here with you, because y'all know me. I ain't about no cap. I don't do cap. Okay, independent contractor right here. It says an independent contractor is a self-employed individual or business that provides services to clients under a contractual agreement distinct from traditional employment. Now it says, read more. Definition and clarification. An independent contractor operates as a non-employee, offering services or work under business agreements. Unlike employees, contractors manage their own taxes, insurance, and retirement and do not receive employee benefits. The classification of a worker as an independent contractor or employee is determined by the nature of the working relationship, not just the title used in contracts. So they will try to say that's why they're suing Uber over in France, because the nature of the working relationship. If Uber and Lyft can tell you what to do, what to take, what not to take, how to manage your business, then you are an employee of Uber and Lyft. But if Uber and Lyft can't tell me how to manage my business, then I'm a contractor. I'm not an employee. But because they force people, the nature of the working relationship, always look at that. Damn it, I hate when that shit happens. Always look at the nature of the work relationship. Because if you just look at the title and the contract, but they're telling you to do certain shit, and it says key factors include the level of control the client has over the work, the provision of tools and equipment, and opportunity for profit or risk of loss. Look at the last piece, the opportunity for profit or risk of loss. My opportunity for profit is me talking to this person and saying, you paid $100? Okay, I'm only getting $27 out of this. We can do something because I'm not making a lot on this. I got to keep this truck running. So how about we do this? How about we renegotiate this deal? You paid 100. How about you pay me 75 and I'll save you 25 and you help me make an extra 50? How about that? I'm down to save $25 and you ain't even got to tip me. See, that's independent contracting because I'm independently contracting with the client right in front of me. So my opportunity for profit or loss has to be controlled by me. It says key factors include the level of control the client has over the work, the provision of tools and equipment, and the opportunity for profit or risk of loss. If you don't know how to do that, understand what that means. You're letting these apps scare you into doing shit that you shouldn't do. How many times has Uber been classified as being unconstitutional in the way they operate? How many settlements have they had for swindling workers and shit like that? These apps are not who you are. They are not. You've got to understand. The apps are there as a resource. I say it's a resource. If you want to drive the app to meet people who need logistics, the apps are perfect. Because they are people whose car just broke down. Oh man, my car just broke down 2 weeks ago. So I'm in between cars right now. So I got to use Uber and Lyft. Hey, I'll tell you what, I live in the area. Instead of you always going through Uber and Lyft and not knowing if you're going to get canceled, declined, or get a shitty car, here's my card. I'm an independent contractor. Here's my card. If you need a ride, text me. If you don't, that's fine. But if you need a ride, you want something reliable, I'll pick you up every morning at 6 o'clock a.m. and I'll pick you up from work. How much? I don't know. $40. Oh man, 40. Because I'm paying 49 right now. Every damn day I'm paying 49 just to get to work. Tell you what, man, $40 and you ain't even got to tip me. $40. So man, you just saved me a little bit. Hey, I'll do what I can, man. And every once in a while, you might be nice to the person and be like, you know what? I'm already going that way anyway. I didn't want to charge you 40 today. I'll charge you 30. How about that? Oh man, appreciate it. Because you're an independent contractor. You could do that. So with Uber and Lyft, you're not independent in any part of the transaction. Are you independent? If you cancel too much, they kick you off the app. You decline too much, they don't want to send you any rides. So you don't have choice. It's coercion. They're coercing you into taking these rides and everything. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Greg. I appreciate you, brother. This is Jeff. Don't you see how many people on Uber Lyft only stays making certain money per hour, even if the day is crazy busy? That's because they're already treating drivers like an employee. That's not independence. Facts. And you got to look at that part of independent contractor. Do we have control over the opportunity of profit or the risk of loss? No, we don't. The algorithm controls that. So if the algorithm controls that, then we're not independent contractors on the app. The algorithm is saying no matter how busy it gets, we're going to keep lowering the fare. They'll give you an $11 bonus. They'll give you a $10 surge, but somehow the ride still comes out to be $1 a mile. It's like, how is that? It's always $1 a mile. Even without surge, it's $1 a mile. Because independent contractors are not controlling their own profit margins. You're treated like an employee on Uber and Lyft. When you're an independent contractor, you control your profit margin. You say, you know what? I got to go way out there, then come all the way back for $60. Man, that's a long way. So you talk to the person, man, how much did you pay for this? I'm going to show you something real quick. Hold up for a second. Let me see. Hopefully it's still in my phone. Hold up. Let me see if it's still in my damn phone. Wait a minute. Oh, yes, it is. So yesterday, somebody in the group was like, I just wanted to see how much it would cost to go from point A to point B. A standard ride, was $75. This is the list. This is a Lyft list right here. Listen to these prices from this basic Lyft list for a standard ride. A standard ride, which is a basic Lyft ride, $75. Extra comfort, $99.96, so $100. XL, $124. Double XL, $150. Black, $219. Black SUV, $239. So see, if I had my phone on regular Lyft, it would charge the person $75, and I'd probably get about $30, $35 out of that $75. If I had it on Black SUV, they would charge the person $239, and I'd probably get about $140 out of that because they would take about $100. So you see the difference? It's all, if I select something, they're going to say that ride, I could be paid anywhere between, for the same exact truck, same exact driver, I could be paid between $35 and $140. But they're charging people $75 up to $240. Why don't I just ride up and just say, hey man, $200, $200. And they go, okay, that's fine. Just like Jerry did. When that person asked Jerry, hey, how much from Cave Creek to the thing? Jerry said 300. They said, okay, bet, I'll see you tomorrow. We just say your price, say what you think is worth, because we know the apps are ripping people off. There was another one in here too. Hold up for a second. There was something in here yesterday. This right here. Listen to this. Listen to this on Uber. This is on Uber. This is a screen I'm reading right here. This is Uber right here. Uber X. $65. That's Uber X. Uber X Priority, $71. So a $6 extra. Comfort, $274. It's just a car. You went from $65 for Uber X to $274 for Comfort. Uber XL was $273. So Comfort is $1 more than Uber XL. And they're both about a $200 more than Uber X. How are you charging a person $200 more than Uber X for a Comfort ride? A Comfort ride is a car. Any car could show up. So you're saying this person can pay $65 or $274 for the exact same car based on the classification. I guarantee that driver is not going to get a chunk of that $274. They're going to say, we'll pay you on UberX because we're charging $65. We'll pay you like $35, $40. And the person will go, okay. Or we'll pay you an extra $40 on Comfort. So you go, ooh, I get $80 on Comfort, but you don't realize they're charging $274. And you're getting $80 out of the $274. So Uber's keeping $200 out of that Comfort ride. This is how they get people. Drivers are going through and requesting rides themselves just to see what they're charging people. Hey, how much are they charging? Oh shit, for a Comfort ride, $274? Like, let me see if I can get this thing to work right. Hold up. Yeah, that's it right there. $274 for a Comfort, and the basic ride was $65. So the Uber X was $65. The Comfort of the same ride was $274. $274. That's crazy, crazy. So I'm like, man, this is how they get them. Oh, I know, J-Dub. It's smaller ride because they got captain's chairs in it. That's why I said I would keep my Expedition. I wouldn't give up my Expedition because I could take 7, 8 people in that. And a Carnival, I can't take 7 and 8. But a Carnival is a whole lot more nicer inside. That's where I can take 2, 3 people in cup and like luxury, like Maybach level luxury. My seats in the Expedition don't relax like that. They nice, but they don't do that. See, that right there is a really upscale ride right there. I would do that. And I'll be like, hey man, I'll take you on my Carnival, but it's gonna run like $200. But this is the amenities you get. It's gonna feel like you riding in the Maybach. Oh shit, we'll take the Carnival then. Like, exactly, it's only 3 of y'all. Shit, well, let's do it. $200. All right, bet. Like, the Carnival is not somebody I'm trying to pack 10 people in. My Expedition, that's what sits in the driveway. The Expedition is in the driveway for the big trips. That's my big boy right there. That's the one that takes the big trips. My little BMW, that takes 1 or 2 people. I cruise a couple of people around in that. You know, they pay a nice little penny for that, but it's worth it. Pulling up nice, you know, you got a nice clean ass, you know, sunset Arizona color Beamer pulling up to the spot. It's like, man. And that's what I like. You know, I like to, when people are showing up to a nightclub or showing up to dinner or something like that, I want to clean my car up super, super nice. So when they pull up, they feel, you know, confident. I don't like to show up somewhere in a car that's dirty. When it rains outside and it's dirt all over the car, man, I'm quick. I got car wash shit in the back of my car, like the spray wash. I'll clean my car right on the spot. I don't like doing that. I don't do people like that. I don't like doing it. That was a shit. I'd have a mini bar in there and everything. Exactly. Man, because if you want a big vehicle, go get you a minibus. Just go buy you a charter bus. If you want a big vehicle, I want something very, very nice. I like that. That Carnival is very nice. I like that. I'm not looking for a 12 passenger vehicle. If I want that, I'll go get one of those big ass Mercedes buses or something like that. Man, listen to Greg, appreciate you, brothers. The Expedition might not do that, Jeff, but the personality make up for it. Oh, we be having fun in the Expedition, man. It looks like Secret Service pulling up. Today I was out filming because let me see. I'm gonna actually put a video of this out probably later today or either tomorrow. Let me see, where is it at? Oh yeah, this right here. So this right here is me at my client's house. I was filming something right there. So I'm filming all the trees and everything. And then I turned around and I was going back. So that's my expedition sitting all the way down at the end of their driveway down there. Hold up. So that's my expedition sitting all the way back there. Looking like Secret Service sitting back there, man. But I'm going to drop a video because I like to record stuff when I'm going to my clients' places, just kind of showing the areas I go. And these are people who will not prefer Uber and Lyft. They prefer a service. They want a ride service company. They call limousine services. They call, charter services. They call private services. No, that's not a ranch, but it looks like a ranch, don't it? That's somebody's house, bro. That shit's crazy. But wait till you see because I got 2 or 3 videos going into their neighborhood. I should have recorded going out, because going out, all the hills are up on the mountains. You can see all the hills, all the houses up on the mountains and everything. Crazy, man, crazy. So I'm one of those people that would prefer getting 2 or 3 clients out of that neighborhood because they got friends. And they'll say, hey, we got a driver. His name's Jeff. Great guy. Here's his number. Don't call Uber and Lyft. Don't do that. Call Jeff. Great guy. He'll show up. He's got drinks in the car for you already. And they'll, hey, Jeff, we got your number from such and such. Because if somebody just says, hey, man, I got your number from somebody, I don't fall for that shit. Somebody like who? Give me a name. Because I got your number from somebody. I don't know somebody. Who gave you my number? And if you can't tell me who gave you my number, just some random dude I just met. Oh, well, I don't do rides for random people, man. Sorry, bro. I end it. The money's not worth it to me. Whatever you trying to pay me ain't worth it. I don't know you like that. The only people that get in my car are 100% referrals. If I know who referred you, you can ride with me. If you say, oh, man, somebody was online, just told me to hit you. No, I don't fuck with people online like that. You can't get in my car. I don't know people online like that. Who referred you? It's like, and like I said, when I pick people up, they quick to break off good money, man. 5 miles, 10 miles, slide you on, because it's nothing to them. $100 is like, here, man, we appreciate you just coming up, picking us up, waiting for us, having drinks for us and everything. Here, that's gratitude, that's appreciation. You don't get that on Uber and Lyft. Uber and Lyft has a bunch of people looking for the cheapest way to get from point A to point B. And ain't nothing wrong with that. There are drivers willing to do that. Those drivers one day will wake up and realize no matter how much you protest, how much you bitch, how much you complain, the apps will never care. They will never pay you. You got to go out and get money. If you don't go out and get money, guess what? You're done. See, I got your number from Timu Teddy. Give me a ride for the free ski. Not Timu Teddy. What up, Kelly Spear? Timu. Oh, that's funny shit. Timu Teddy. I forgot about that. Oh, man. And he the main one. He was the main one. Yeah. If I was, you guys shouldn't follow, Uber Jeep. You shouldn't follow Mike Drop. Don't follow him. You guys are going to lose your house. You're going to lose everything. Don't follow him. Where he at now? Exactly. He in the same position he's always been in. Where we at? We buying more cars, moving. Everybody's got private clients. We setting teams up. We have elevated what we do in the industry of independent contracting for rides. We do logistics. We don't do ride share. We do logistics. If you want to be involved in logistics, if you do not mind saying, I want to invest in my future in logistics. I don't want to sit there paying $300-400 a day in fees to Uber, when that $300-400 in fees could be money coming straight to me. All I gotta do is pay $2-3 a day for insurance. That's it. Yep, $2-3 you got. And the thing about Hum, one thing I like about Hum is there's no timeout. There's no cap. You could drive 20 hours if you wanted to. Not that you have to, because you drive 3-4 hours, you've made enough money to park your car now. You're like, dude, I've already made $300-400. Park it. If somebody needs you for an emergency ride, you could do it because you're parked. You at the house chilling. You relax. You just dress. You cooking food or whatever. Say Barrett Jackson. Yeah, I did a couple of Barrett Jackson rides. I did a couple of those, but I'm more of a dinner person. I like dinner rides. I like concerts, events. I like airport. The events like what I did this morning when I went to Waste Management. It's so much traffic. And you got so many rideshare drivers who were brand new people. This lady told me she got a lady who just started doing rideshare like a month ago. She started doing rideshare. This lady couldn't even figure out the app. The lady in the back seat had to teach her how to use the app as she's sitting there. And I'm like, Uber don't give you no training. Lyft don't give you no training. So they're just throwing random ass people in the car. They don't come out and check on people. They don't ask, hey, is everything okay? Do you need training on how to use the app? And this is why most of them come to the internet. They come here to find out, how do I use Uber? How do I use Lyft? Because they don't even know how to use these apps. So you got these people jumping in cars, driving you around, not knowing even how to use the app that they're driving you around on. They're going to rear end somebody trying to fuck with the app. They're just letting anybody drive on these apps now, man. Anybody can drive on these damn apps. And so I'm like, once you get with a serious driver, somebody who's really investing into their equipment, investing into what we do. And I know there's a lot of people out there, oh, I just go buy me a $2,000 car and I just take every ride they throw me because everything's profit. Your life ain't profitable at that point. If you taking every damn ride they throwing at you, your life is not profitable. $30 an hour for your life is not profitable. It's not. When you can make $150 an hour, when you can make $200 an hour, you can make $300 an hour. $30 an hour is not profitable for your life. Stop putting yourself at that level. And when people put themselves at that level, they settle. Uber and Lyft know they're settling. Oh, we got a $30 an hour person. But Uber and Lyft is charging people over $100 an hour for those same rides. If Uber said, I want to send somebody somewhere for an hour, they're going to pay way more than $100 for that ride. But you might get $32. You might get $28 for the same. As a matter of fact, let me see. There's another ride in here today from somebody that did that. Let me see something. Where we at? Right here. Right here. A comfort ride. Right here. A comfort ride. 1.6 miles to get to them. Driving for 56 minutes. 56 minutes. This is how much they're getting paid for 56 minutes. 56 minutes is what they're paying the driver for that. $28.65 leaving Waste Management. Here's another one. This one, 3.3 miles to get to them. 36 miles of driving, which will take 56 minutes. Look at that. That one's 28.56. That one's 19. Well, where's the other one? That one's 28.65 for, that's 29 miles. 29 miles will pay you that for 56 minutes, 29 miles. And then that's 33 miles for 56 minutes. So these people are getting paid $28 for an hour of driving, $28 for a whole hour of driving. The same hour I'm getting paid $150. That's a $122 difference. So do you think I'm worth $122 more per hour than you? Do you think that? Do you think I'm worth $122 an hour more than you? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we're both worth $150 an hour, but you don't think you're worth $150 an hour. You got to get that into your head that you're not worth $28.56. You got to get it in your head that you're worth more than that. Once you get it, you get that person in the car and be, excuse me, but they're only paying me $28 for this ride. And that's business comfort. That's business comfort. I'm like, they only paying me $28. That's 36 miles. That's all. I'll tell you what, $100. I'll take it down for $100. All right, $100 is fine because I think I just paid $79 for it. I was going to tip you anyways. I was going to tip you a 20 anyways. $100 is fine. $28 business comfort for 56 minutes, 36 miles. And here's another one right here. This was comfort for 33 minutes. So half an hour. That's half an hour. $19 for half an hour. There's no way you're going to have me leave the Waste Management open, fighting through traffic, driving a half an hour for $19. These people are getting ripped because I just did the same. I did a ride that was shorter than that for $75. I do 15-mile rides for $85. And you're telling me you doing that for $19? I am not worth more than you. I am not. You just got to believe in your head. Why am I settling for less? Why am I doing this for less? Let me go out here, get me some commercial insurance, talk to these people, negotiate with these people like an independent contractor and tell them I cannot take $19 leaving Waste Management open. And the person gonna say, damn, you getting paid $19? We just paid $54 for this ride. You get $19? Uber and Lyft are ripping people off. They're taking money out of the Arizona economy. Waste Management Open belongs to Arizona. It belongs to the restaurants here. It belongs to the airports here. It belongs to the transportation service. That is a Arizona event. And we need to keep that money in Arizona. Uber and Lyft says we're going to charge all these people $100 and only leave $19 in Arizona. I'm going to charge this person $76 and put $28 back in Arizona. See, these apps are taking money out of our economy. These are our events. And they do this shit all over America. They find out when you got games, when you got events, when you got concerts, and they run their ass up in there and say, hey, everybody download the app. We're going to help you get home. And as private drivers, I say, don't download the app. Text me, call me, share it with your friend, because I live in Arizona. I make the money in Arizona. I spend the money in Arizona. I recycle the money in Arizona. I don't let the money leave Arizona and then hope Uber sends it back. No, I don't do that shit. I don't do that. Appreciate it. Alpha John, my brother down in San Diego. Hey, man, please do, brother. Sign up. Hey, and I'm going to tell you right now, John, with you, oh, you're going to make a killing down there, brother. You in San Diego, that's all airport money, bro. Everybody's flying to San Diego. That's all you. No more Uber and Lyft shit. People land at the airport, $100. Bam. $150. Bam. $200 to go here and there. No more Uber and Lyft shit. $36. $47. Nope. It'll be all yours. All yours. And I tell folks, man, if you're willing to let these apps take all of these fees out of the money people are paying you, that's money that could be going into your pocket. When people say, oh, well, I don't pay nothing to be on Uber and Lyft, you know, they charge them people $55 and I get $17. I ain't got to pay nothing to get that $17. Idiot. If they're charging them $55, the difference between $55 and $17 is yours. You paid that. You paid that in order to get that damn ride. So you got to say, instead of you paying the app $55, tell you what, give me $45. We'll close it. I'll tell you what, I'll just get, just like I showed my client. I told my client, I'll pick you up $85 round trip. I said $85 each way was going to come out to $170 round trip. He said, I'll do it for $200. He told me that. I'll do it for $200. I don't got cheap clients. I underprice my shit and they say, no, Jeff, you're not charging me enough. I'll do it for $200. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's go then. Let's roll. Yeah, while you making money in the real smart way. Yeah, man. See, now everyone wants to work a day out. I took a ride to Sprouts, asked the driver he wanted to wait. I would cash app him. Exactly, Kelly, exactly. And I'm that way. This is what life is getting hard, and these pitchers think $30 an hour is magnificent. Nah. See, that's the thing. $30 an hour. They got to work 10 hours, 10, just to make $300. I could do 3 rides and make $300 and be done, and probably work not even 2 hours total and be done for the whole day. Be done for the day. And it's like people be like, well, why don't you just keep driving? The only reason why I'm surviving at this level is because I don't have heavy expenses. I'm all profit. My big ass truck, 28-gallon tank. 28 gallons will last me all week. It'll last me a week. People say, how many times you fill up your truck? I'm like, I don't know, like once a week maybe. Because I only do private rides. If I wasn't doing private rides, I'll be filling up every day or two. And that's just money going out the door. Every day I'll be $70-$80 in gas. Now it's $70 a week. I'll spend $70 a week, but I got all private rides. That's it. It's like, no, I'm cool. If somebody need me for something, they'll hit me up. Hey, Jeff, man, we need you down here. All right, we need 3 trucks. You know, you're going to get $150. We just got to wait for like 30-40 minutes. I'm like, all right, bet, I'll be there. My truck, like I said, right now, I probably got a quarter tank of gas in there now. And I filled up like last week. I don't even remember when I filled up last. Filled up like last week. Exactly. I'm not driving no 10 hours. And you got these channels out there. These YouTube channels out there making these people think like slaves. Oh, turn on your app at 6 in the morning and just drive 12 hours. When that app run out, get on the Lyft app, drive 12 hours. Okay, how much did you make with all of that? $376. I'll be like, you made $376 and your ass left at 6 in the morning and you didn't make it back till 2 in the morning and you made $376? Shit. I can make that in 2 hours, dude. You wasting your time. And I tell folks, man, they got to start thinking about business. Stop thinking like pigeons. Stop thinking that you got to drive balls to the walls around the clock just to make money. You don't have to. You don't. Like, I'm going to see what do I got in here. I know I got something in my old crazy ass Venmo account. Do I have money in there? I got $25 sitting in there because somebody paid me $25. I did a real quick airport ride from the airport. And for people that live in Phoenix, know what I'm talking about. I went from the airport to Southern and 24th Street. That was as far as I went. So what it is when you come out the backside of the airport, you hit 24th Street. Then you drive about 3 miles south and you hit Southern. Because I live like almost on Southern. I'm about 6 minutes from the airport. So I made $25 in about 10 minutes. That's it. I just drive, pick somebody up, turn around, $25 every 10 minutes. I mean, you multiply that by 6. I mean, because you got 6 in an hour, you could turn around and make $150 an hour doing it. And these are just short $25 rides. That's it. Quick $25 rides. The airport, I mean, Uber and Lyft would pay me probably $6 for these rides. Maybe. To go from the airport to Southern and 24th Street, the airport might give me $6. Might give me $6. Maybe. I just charge $25. Somebody say, hey, all up and down Southern. I got clients all up and down Southern because I find them. All I do is I'll get on Uber and Lyft. I'll find somebody going to the airport from close to here. I'll give them my card, tell them how much I'll do the ride for, and they'll prefer to take black SUV to the airport because they'll probably pay about $45 black SUV to go to the airport from there. About $45. I tell them 25. They say, well, shit, just using an app, I'm already paying like 17. So I'm paying 17. I'm getting probably $6, $7 out of the 17. I tell them 25. They say, shit, cool. Here you go. 25. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Exactly. You know, made $200 driving 100 miles. Exactly. But let me see. Where is my? Nope, that's it. Transactions. Yeah, so here's all these weird, and this is one day right here. Like, wait a minute. Where is this at? Where is this at? Oh, that was a transaction there. Then I had one day, that was I think it was a $700 day because I got $400 from this dude, Scott, $400 from him. Then I got cash. Plus I did like a couple of Uber rides or Lyft rides that day. Brandon gave me $260 this day, $275 that day. So that was over $500. And that was just 2 nights where it was like an hour and a half. So I made $500 in about an hour and a half in 2 nights. But that's what commercial insurance will get you guys. And like I said, we still got people out here, crying. Man, I ain't paying no $2 a day. I ain't paying no $2 a day. How many hours you work a day? 8? It's 25 cents an hour. You can't afford a quarter an hour. 25 cents an hour to make $150 an hour. You cannot pay 25 cents an hour to make $150. I can't fuck with people like that, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. So they do have a formula to calculate payment. I know it depends on business expense. For example, I like to do $4 a mile to pay for travel their destination. I'll lose money after. Well, it depends. Everybody's business model is different. You got to think of what kind of car you drive. You got to think of whether or not you put drinks and everything in the car. If you use premium fuel, not premium fuel. Everybody's shit is different. I say write down all your expenses on a sheet of paper. Write down all your expenses on a sheet of paper. And when by that, I mean write your rent, your utilities, write everything down on a sheet of paper. Everything in the month on a sheet of paper. Divided by 30. That's how much it costs you every day to live. That's how much it's going to cost you every day to live. It's going to cost you that much every single day. So you need to say, I need to make at least minimum that amount. No matter how many rides I do, minimum, I got to make that amount just to make it. Just to make it. I got to put your car note, insurance, all that shit in there. You say, now I plan on driving this many days a month. So if I do this many rides a day, I need to make at least this amount. Then set your prices. For me, my average price, it can, like I said, I could be charging $6 a mile. I could charge $10 a mile. I've charged $20 a mile before. It just depends on how you set your expenses up and what you need to do. Every business is different. If you think it's a static calculation, you've already lost. It's not a static calculation. Every month you need to make different amounts of money every single month. Some months I make a lot. Some months I don't have to make a lot. I can relax and I can cruise. I don't have to do as many rides. I don't got to turn on Uber and Lyft because I'm not spending a lot in order to live my life. So therefore I could do 2-3 clients a day. If my expenses go up, either I got to add another client or 2 a day, or I got to move my prices up, or I got to cut expenses somewhere. Your life is a business. It's what it is, a business. When you start thinking of Uber and Lyft, you start thinking of dollar per mile, this and that. I don't even think of dollar per mile. I think of how many clients do I need to do per day and what is it worth to me? If somebody says, hey man, can you do this? Well, you're going to be my only client for the day. That's it. You're my only client. That's a pretty far drive. I'm going way the hell out and all the way back. I might have to do $300 round trip. They go, okay, cool. Chalk it up, $300 round trip. We'll do it. I'm like, all right, let's go. And that way I don't got to worry about no other clients that day. They pretty much booking me. And if I want to do any Uber or Lyft in between, it's just gas money at that point. It's just like, while you was in a concert, I took a ride here for $11. It was a bullshit ride. I gave my card. Uber and Lyft will pay you to market yourself. So you get in my car, I'm going to give you my card. Lyft will pay me $26 and I'll market by giving you my card. So I get paid to market myself. The last time, it's kind of choppy a little bit. So let me see. The last time I drove Lyft, let me open up Lyft. Let me see. Day. February the 1st. January 31st. Okay, so January the 31st was the last time I drove on Lyft. So January the 31st, and I ended up making $87. So I made $87 on 3 rides. And I was averaging $94 an hour. Because I drove for a total of book time of 48 minutes. All I drove was for 48 minutes. So I made $87 in 48 minutes. I drove 14 miles. That was it. 14 miles for $87. Now, this guy here, this was a black SUV. This was a $53 black SUV, $53. And it was 22 minutes, 7 miles. That was it, 7 miles. It was up in Scottsdale, then just straight down. It was like a straight drop. Now, I marketed myself to them. So I got paid $53 to market myself to this guy. Now, the thing is, this guy was upgraded. He only paid $48 for the ride. So he paid $48 for the ride. My upfront for this ride was $33. I got a 20% turbo, $1.32 a wait time, and then a $12 tip. So he paid $48. I was getting paid $33. If I would have got nothing else, Lyft would have took $15 from me. They would have took $15. So he ended up paying the $48 plus the $12. So he ended up really paying $60. So he ended up paying $60 and Lyft walked away with $7. $395 and $391. That's all they got. $395 for external fees and $391 for the Lyft fee. And I ended up walking away with $53 and Lyft took $7. So because he paid $60 total. But I still marketed myself to him. So Lyft has to pay me to market myself to people. I don't do Lyft rides. I don't do Uber rides. Like I said, the last time I drove was January the 31st, and it was only 3 rides. That was it, only 3. I don't drive Lyft like that. I'll turn black on. If they want to send me a ride, cool. If not, that's cool. I only use them to market myself. I don't use Lyft because I rely on Lyft. If Lyft wants to pay me well, I'll drive for them. I'll accept the ride and take it. I'm still going to market myself because I'm an independent contractor, and Lyft can't tell me that I can't market myself as an independent driver. If Lyft paid me enough to pay all my bills in my house every single month, if Lyft paid me enough, then I would rely on Lyft. I can't rely on Lyft like that. I have to rely on me. So I need to be outside marketing myself. I need to be outside drumming up business. I need to be outside giving out business cards. I need to do something to make sure I cover all the bills of my life. Lyft is not exclusively what an independent contractor should be using. If you're an independent contractor, you should be out there contracting, finding ways to contract. That's why I did that whole thing about, Lyft being now, Hum being now in California. I want to help people contract. I want you to make money. I don't want to be the only one making money. I don't want Hum drivers to be the only drivers really making money. I don't want black SUV drivers in fleets to be the only one making money. I want everybody, no matter what car you got, to be able to have a business card and say, I can do you to and from work, $25. I do $25 rides all the time, $25. Oh, that's a fair deal. Okay, $25. Because Uber and Lyft's going to pay you $7. So you're getting 4 times as much. If you're getting 4 times as much, that means you can work 1/4 less. Because for every ride you do on Uber, $7, $7, $7, $7. One ride by yourself, $25. Guess what? The person on Uber, they got 7, you got 25. So they got to do another 3 more rides just to catch up to where you are. You're working 25% less and making the same amount of money. Now imagine if you work more. If you say, you know what, I'm going to work just as hard doing the $7 rides as I was doing the 25. So I'm going to do 25, 25, 20. I'm going to keep doing it. Now you're at $100. You're at 100 and this person is still sitting at $28 and you're at 100 now. So you're killing them. You 4Xing every day they do. For every day you do is 4 days of them driving. You drive Monday, they've got to drive Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday just to catch up to you. If you drive Monday, Tuesday, they got to drive 8 days now. If you drive Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they got to drive 12 days now. Every day you work, you are 4Xing them because you are a private driver. Every day I work, I'm 4Xing. And people say, well, damn, how can you 4X? Because I pay $2 a day. I pay $2 a day to 4X. You pay $0 per day. You're driving on Uber and Lyft and they're taking out all the money. They're taking out half your money every day, sometimes more than half your money every day. So you will never be able to 4X if you're driving on a free app like Uber and Lyft. You can't 4X me. You're driving on an app that's taking out all the money, calling it fees. Instead of putting it into your pocket, they put it into their pocket. I'm paying $2 a day. And I'm like, well, shit, I'm 4Xing every day. So you can drive the apps and not pay a dime or get your own commercial insurance. You in control of your own life. And that's just how you got to do it, man. There's too many people out there, they don't get it. They don't get it. Yep, no more Lyft for me. I officially retired from driving on their platform. I've been driving completely off app since last October. Bam. And see, that's like me. I drove Uber November the 28th when they gave me the 10 rides for $110. I did 10 quick rides. Then I drove Uber before that in June. I think it was June the 23rd. And then before that, it was like January. So I only drove like Uber maybe 4 or 5 days all year. All year. And people say, how do you drive Uber 4 or 5 days all year and you still can make a living and you still can pay your mortgage and you still can pay for these cars? Because every day you drive on your own. The sky's the limit. You drive for Uber and Lyft, $30 an hour is your limit. They gonna limit you at $30 an hour because you stuck on their apps. They gonna cap you $30 an hour. That's what you get. If you get any tips, we might give it to you. We might not. Hey man, I know this dude tipped me $20. No, he only tipped you $5.16. And the dude's like, dude, I just tipped you a $20 bill. It's saying $5.16 in the app. Now you got to fight with the app. You got a screenshot of that? Of course I don't have a screenshot of that, motherfucker. It's like he said he tipped me $20. You showing me $5.16. Well, that's what you get. That's what happens when you're dealing with these shady ass apps. So I'm like, do it yourself, man. Do it yourself. And I'm telling you, JK, man, it's nothing but fees. And that's how Uber and Lyft gets these people. Download the app for free. Start driving today. And you be like, oh shit, I just downloaded the app for free and I'm driving, man, I'm making money. No, you're losing money, but you don't even see it. You're losing money. Every time you accept a ride, you're losing a potential income. Just like when I read that independent contractors clause, you're losing the opportunity for profits and you don't have no control over the risk of loss because the apps have all of that typed into the algorithm. You're more like an employee, less like a damn independent contractor. It's no way possible you can survive being a Lyft and Uber driver for the rest of your life. It's impossible. The apps are teaching you how to do logistics. The apps are teaching you customer service, teaching you how to maintain a vehicle. That's all the apps are. It's paid training. They pay you to train you to how to do logistics, to how to come up with a business plan. And you have to take that paid training and expand yourself, invest in yourself, do your own thing. Because if you're not doing that, you're not taking that paid training and going off and making money doing something, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your money. I mean, shit, I ended up yesterday. Wait, it was 2 days ago. So I drove this guy. So I totally forgot about this too. So 2 days ago, I drove this guy. He gave me $100 bill. He gave me $100 bill. So I told him, I said, well, I'll do it for $80. I'll do the ride for $80. He was like, all right, cool. No problem. No problem. I got all the way up to his house or whatever. And he was talking to his wife at the door. He was like, hey. He says, I'm gonna pay him in cash. I'm not gonna pay him on this. I'm gonna pay him in cash. She was like, well, I ain't got nothing but 100, because he usually just Venmos me. He'll Venmo me $80, cash at me $80. And he was like, and she was like, well, wait a minute. So she ran back in the house. She said, all I got is hundreds. He was like, that'll work. I was like, I appreciate it, bro. And I don't carry hundreds like that. I go put that shit in the Walmart machine at the self-pay. I'll go buy a big ass bag of dog food, and because I go through dog food like crazy, so I'll go just buy a big ass bag of dog food to break that 100. I need dog food anyways, so I just go buy dog food. The 100 is broken. I ain't even had time to go get the damn dog food yet. I've been running, but it's like, this is what happens when you do independent contracting. You give your own quotes, you give your own prices, and people always want to take care of you. They're so grateful that you clean the car up, that you got a margarita in the car for them, that you're there on time. I show up early. I tell people I show up early because people have car accidents, shit happens, flat tires. I don't try to get there at the exact moment. I want to show up 10 to 15 minutes early. If I show up 10 to 15 minutes early, that gives me a buffer for anything that's going to go wrong. It gives me a buffer. If I know it's going to take me 30 minutes to get there, I'm going to leave 45 minutes to an hour ahead because I need that buffer. I don't want to leave 30 minutes because it's going to take me 30 minutes to get there. No, I want to get there early in case anything happens. And they're so appreciative of that. So, because he was like I said, usually he cash apps me and Venmos me or whatever. He was like, no, I just want to pay him in cash. This is just, so she was like, well, let me run in the house real quick. Let me see what I got. She came and says, well, all I got's 100. He's like, that'll work. I was like, man, I appreciate that, bro. He says, no, man, thank you so much, man. I know it was last minute. I was like, man, this is what I do it for. I don't drive on the apps. I make sure my client base knows that I'm available. I'm not caught up on the apps. I'm not driving somebody around for $11 when I could be making a $100 bill. Why am I driving somebody around for $11? I'm waiting on my $100 hit. It's like, man, this is good business is not hood business. Man, real shit right there. Like that hood Uber shit. Don't do that. Don't do no hood Uber. Don't do it. And I tell folks, man, not everybody you meet, and it's not a bad thing, not everybody you meet is going to become a potential client of yours. That's like saying everybody that walks in McDonald's is going to eat dinner at a steakhouse that night. We know that's not true. Everybody that walks in McDonald's is at McDonald's because that's the level they're at right now. I mean, I remember there was a point in time when I was a casino accountant going through a divorce. You can ask my cousin Mike Johnson about this shit. He's out in Vegas right now. I was going through a divorce. Do you know what I ate every day? Because I was going through a divorce. I was broke. I ate 2 Jumbo Jacks per day. That's when Jumbo Jacks was 99 cents a piece. I was an accountant at Caesar's Palace, eating 2 Jumbo Jacks a day. I would eat jumbo because I would eat for free at the casino. They would give me free lunch at the casino. So I knew I would eat there, but you can't take food home. You eat at the casino. That's it. Every night, I would eat 2 Jumbo Jacks for dinner. Every single night. 2 Jumbo Jacks, cheese, no onion. Every single night for months. That's the only way I could save up money to where I can get out of my living situation, because I was going through a divorce, get out of my living situation and get me an apartment. I was living in a hotel called the Meadows Inn. It was behind the 7-Eleven. The Meadows Inn was a hotel right on Las Vegas Boulevard, right there where the 10 highway or the 15 highway, whatever that was. And it was a 7-Eleven on the corner, and it was a rec center across the street. And I lived at the Meadows Inn behind there because they charged like $300 a week or something like that. I was going through a divorce. I needed somewhere to live real quick. So I lived there. This was back like in 1998, 1999. So I lived there and I ate 2 Jumbo Jacks every single day. I ate Caesar's Palace food, and I would take Mike with me because I had an employee ID. I'd be like, hey, you want to come eat with me at Caesar's? He's like, yeah, man. So I come up, I'll go through, and then I give him the ID. He would scan it. He would walk through, and we'd eat lunch at Caesar's Palace. And he'd be like, dude, this is a cool little, that's how because we were broke. We was broke. I was an accountant, broke. End up finally getting enough money. I moved to these apartments called Pacific Harbors 2 off of Nellis, way in East Vegas. Pacific Harbors 2. I lived off of Nellis. I had a little money. I was enjoying my apartment, everything like that. I was still buying frozen pieces. And the whole point of this story is this. Even though I knew what level I was on at life, I never expected nobody to treat me like royalty. I knew what level I was on. I knew I was broke. I was self-aware that I was broke. I wasn't going to take nobody from a higher level of life to make them come down to my level to cater to me. I'm eating 2 jumbo jacks a day. I'm broke. I am aware that I'm broke. I wouldn't have somebody in a black SUV trying to pick me up for $5, $10, $20. Oh man, you can't pick a brother up for 25. I didn't fake ball. I was 100% real. I knew I was broke. I knew what level I belonged on at that point in my life, but I knew at some point I was going to get my break if I kept working at it. There are people out there who are aware that they are broke. They do not belong as a private client. They are aware of that. Don't feel bad if you don't make somebody your private client. They know they are not at that level yet. Be okay with that. Because if somebody back then tried to make me hey man, let me be your private driver, bro. I'd be like, man, I'm broke, man. I can't do that, bro. Don't even ask me about no private driver shit. I'm broke. I eat 2 jumbo jacks a night, man. I ain't on that level. I'm not there yet. Keep it 100. The people I drive to, like I said, when I drop the video, you see their house and everything. This is the level they're at. They're not at Uber and Lyft. They're not at that level. When I was eating jumbo jacks and shit, if Uber and Lyft was out in 99, I would be taking it. All I had was a motorcycle. And anybody who remembers me from back then knew I bought a Ninja 250 for $1,000. I bought a Ninja 250. That's the first bike I ever had. My homegirl Jackie took me to go get it. So I learned how to drive a motorcycle the day I bought one. I didn't even know how to drive one, but I was tired of taking the bus. So I bought a Ninja 250. Couldn't afford a car. Learned how to ride it on the way home. It didn't even have no motorcycle license. I just learned how to ride that shit on the way home. Killed it right in front of Walgreens. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Got it going. Been riding motorcycles ever since. But there were days when it would storm in Vegas and I would have to leave my motorcycles at Caesar's Palace. And I'll be sitting on the bus going down Las Vegas Boulevard with a big ass helmet in my lap. Motorcycle still at work. And I would have to take a bus back when it finished raining to go get my damn motorcycle. That's the level I was at. There was nothing wrong with that. I was building back then. There is nothing wrong with building when you know that you can stay true within who you are. You live your truth and you stay your truth. You're only going to go up. I didn't have to bullshit nobody. Everybody knew I lived in a hotel. I'm the accountant living in a hotel at the end of the strip. They say, why you live in a hotel? I'm like, because it's a straight shot to work. Motherfucker, right now, the most important thing to me is keeping this job. Going through a divorce, I'm keeping this job. I don't care about nothing else. I'm keeping this job. I show up early, I stay late. I'm keeping this job. And I kept it and I elevated through corporate America to where I became an executive, where my office overlooked the whole fucking strip, being paid $109,000 a year. I went from making $15, $18 an hour to making $109,000 a year because I kept in my head, I need to focus on success, focus on doing the hard work. Ain't nothing gonna be given to me. Nothing's gonna be given to me. Interviewed a lot of different places, told people exactly who I was, what I stood for. And I kept pushing, never bullshitted nobody, never glossed nothing over. People ask me, well, that dude's your accountant? I saw this motherfucker riding a motorcycle to work this morning. Yeah, that was me. Full suit with a helmet on, flying down Las Vegas Strip. Fucking going. That's your accountant? I saw his ass coming around the dock. That motherfucker was dipping that bike. That's me. I do what it takes to make it. I don't got a lot of nobody. Exactly. Always improving. And there are a lot of people out there that are like us. They don't lie. They don't have to say, hey, man, I want you to be my private driver, but I only got like $15. These people won't even waste your time. They will know what level they're on, and they will respect you not to even ask you to pick them up. They won't even text you to come pick them up because they may know they don't got money like that. They know you're running a business. And the hardest thing that I used to hear, when I first started running my business, especially, people would always ask for a discount. They want a hookup. They want a discount. I'd be like, for what? I have a hard enough time making profit margins at the prices I'm charging, and you want a discount? Motherfucker, I'm barely making it. I'm barely making it as it is, and you want a discount? That's why you can't deal with discount people. There are people out there willing to pay you the price you say, even more than the price you say, because they see you showing up early every day. They see you working hard every day. They see you showing up clean every day. They see you with drinks in the tray every day. They see you doing what it takes to improve your services. And they say, I'm gonna take care of you. Don't worry, bro. Just like one of my clients, and I had it on video a couple of years back. Took him to the airport, $75. He said, just put it for $200. Merry Christmas. What? Motherfucker, $200 off for a ride to the airport? Just put it for $200. Merry Christmas. I was like, hell yeah, I appreciate it, man. But those are the kind of clients that see You are trying. You're a small business. You starting hard. You're really humble in your business. You're not saying, well, I'm the best driver out there. I'm this, I'm that. No. You know what? Share me with somebody else. If you think they want a nice ride, this and that, I show up early. I'm always doing what I can do for my clients. Those are the kind of people that make it in life. The humble ones that know we're worth something, but we want to share that worth with other people. We don't put ourselves above other people. I want to share my worth with you. I want to share my experience with you, share my rides with you, because I remember where I come from. Like I said, I'm that same kid that lived in a goddamn when I was in Memphis, we had to live in the Salvation Army. My mom and three of us we lived in Salvation Army. I'm that same kid. Ain't shit changed. The only thing that changed about me is I got a little more money in my wallet and I live in my own house. But I go out in the streets and I drop shit off with the homeless people. I give dog treats to homeless people. I buy shit and give it to the homeless people because I know what it's like to be there. I never forgot what that shit feels like. So when I'm giving something to a homeless person, when I'm donating to a homeless person, that's energy that I've gotten from the world around me, and I'm returning it back to somebody who just might need that day. They just might need it. Like, damn, man, I'm a homeless dude. I got a dog. I'll go buy a bag of dog treats, like $5. Pull up to a homeless dude. Hey, man, this is for your dog, bro. Because I know he going to collect money so he can eat, but ain't nobody thinking about the dog. Hey, man, here you go. I'll buy 4-5 bags of dog treats at a time. Give my dogs 3 of the bags. Find 2 homeless people, get them the other 2. Hey, man, here you go. And that's how we make it in this world, man, because I remember that shit. I remember being like that. But a lot of people, they forgot. They forgot, man. They don't put themselves so high. They forgot what it's like to be low. And like I said, when I was married at the time, back in the 90s, I mean, we had a nice big ass 2-story houses, 2 beautiful Cocker Spaniels that when it got, they would go to the animal place and get the dog spa. Lacey, we had BJ and Lacey. They would go to the dog spa. She'd come back with bows in her hair, everything else. 2 beautiful dogs, beautiful house, nice, everything. Shit didn't work out. But I was like, you know what? This ain't the end of my life, though. This is the beginning of my life. I was still in my 20s. I'm like, this is the beginning of my life. I see how shit really works. Man, I lived an amazing life in Vegas, an amazing life. And I was only in Vegas for a couple of years at that point in time, so I didn't really know how Vegas worked. So I got talked into marriage. I didn't really know how it worked. I was a 24-year-old kid. But once I figured out how the game worked, oh, shit. And I thank her. And even to this day, she'll talk to me every once in a while. Like, we'll shoot each other a message here and there, whatever. But we got divorced back when we were kids, like almost 30 years ago. 30 years ago, and we have no hard feelings about each other because she moved on, she got remarried, she had a daughter and everything. Everybody's life worked out perfectly. Everything worked out. I got 2 cool sons. I would have never had my sons had I not gotten divorced at a young age. So everything worked out perfectly. Even though people say, well, if you'd have stayed married. No, if shit, what I got now is better than anything I can dream about. I got 2 of the best sons that are catered to me. One of them's a fuck up because he just is. That's just his reality. And he's the one who's going to end up being a millionaire somehow. But right now he's a fuck up. He's trying to find his way. The other one is a damn genius. So I got completely opposite sons. One's a genius working with the Department of Defense, doing what he does, making fucking hella good money at his age, making more at his age with no degree than I was making with a degree. And the other one he need to get his shit together. That's just how life really goes. Everybody's going to have that kid. It's like, I got one of those. But he knows if you need to chat, you need to talk. If you need to hear the hard truth, hit me up because I'm your dad. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the hard truth. And I don't sugarcoat shit for my kids because life ain't gonna sugarcoat them. And I tell both of my sons, I'm probably harder on you than life will be on you because I know how hard life can be. There's people right now in graveyards because life is that hard. They're in cemeteries. They're buried. They got holes in their head and life can be hard like that. The most I'm going to do is say some shit to you. That's the most I'm going to do. I'm not going to kill you. The world will kill you. But I'm going to be hard on you when it comes to keeping you alive and keeping you understanding how to make it in this world. And it's kind of how I am with this channel when it comes to rideshare. I know I say a lot of hard things to drivers, but it's to get their minds on business because I grew up around business. I grew up as an accountant. And so when I think about all the millionaires I dealt with, all the people who were my clients, even the millionaires I deal with now, ain't none of us at that level. None of us are at that level. But who's to say we can't get at that level if we don't conduct ourselves right in business? Somebody might turn out to say, hey, Jeff, man, I started doing business with this guy. And next thing you know, I'm working with their team. And now they put me on their team. And now I got this contract. And I started out just being their driver. Now I'm from their driver to I'm actually doing like corporate work with these guys now. It can happen to anybody. But doing Uber and Lyft, you're never going to get to that level. Because you get one chance to sit and chat with somebody in the car. You get one chance. That's it. But when you get private clients, you form a relationship. You chat with them. They learn who you are. You learn who they are. And over time, you get closer. And then they say, hey, you know what? Have you ever thought about doing this as a career field? Nah. I was talking the other day with somebody. And my man, he was like, hey, if you want to come back to corporate and roll with us, I was dropping him off at the airport. I got to pick him up tomorrow anyways. Well, Friday. It ain't even close. What day is it? Wednesday. Okay, so Friday, I got to pick him up Friday. But he was like, hey, if you ever think about coming back to corporate, I can always put a good word in for you. I'm like, I know. I said, but I enjoy my freedom right now. I said, the freedom of me just waking up without an alarm clock. I love that shit, man. Some days I just wake up and don't do nothing. Last night, it was about 11 o'clock at night. And I'm in the kitchen baking cookies and shit, kicking back, relaxing, looking to music, baking. That's my night sometimes, man. I'm like, I ain't gonna go buy no cookies. I'll just bake some. It's a lot cheaper, tastes a lot better. But my clients, they be like, hey, man, we can get you back in corporate if that's what you want. Like, I don't know, man. It's hard to get me out of my peace right now, man, because just waking up and enjoying my day, not knowing how things are going to go, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yep, exactly, Nicole. Freedom. And I'm glad you said that. See, Nicole, this is what true freedom is. And I'm going to tell people what true freedom versus slavery is. I'm so glad you said that because I just had this conversation with somebody. True freedom is me waking up every single day. I wake up every single day and I do not turn on Uber and Lyft. I don't care what the map says. I don't care where the surge is. I don't care what events are going on. I open my phone and I go to messages. And anybody, and this is on my phone, everybody who's a client, their name is client, then their name. And the reason why I say client, then their name is when I type in my messages client, it pulls up all my clients. So I have to put the word client in front of it. So when I open my messages in the morning, if nothing says client, I don't even respond. I just close the messages. But if I open it and it says client in there, I can open it up and it says, ooh, client. Okay, what does this client want? Ooh, client. What does this client want? Ooh, client. But if it don't say client, I just shut it. See, that's true freedom right there. How many people are slaves to that app to where you need to hear that notification to fulfill that in your soul? Like that notification is like, ooh, that's money. That's money. When I hear that notification on Uber and Lyft, that's anxiety. It's bullshit. It's not real money. It's fake. It's an illusion. It's a video game. But when I see that word client across my screen messages, that's money. That's money. When I see client, ooh, somebody wants something. Hey, Jeff, we'll be landed at 11:15. Here's my flight number. Keep track of us. That's money. Hey, Jeff, I can't tell you how many in my phone. Like, I'll go through. Let me see. Where am I at? Who's the last person I just picked up? Oh, okay, Doc down. So when I wake up and I see something like, wait a minute. They just had, Eliana sent me that. Hold up for a second. Here we go. There it is. So when I wake up and I see shit like this, you can hardly see it. But this is all like, this is what I'll be looking at right here. I look at flight. I open my shit up when I says client and I see flight numbers and I see requests. Thank you for the super chat, Myron. I appreciate that, brother. When I open my phone, that's when I say, this is money. This is money. I don't open Lyft and Uber. Once you are truly free off that plantation of Uber and Lyft, man, the freedom you feel to wake up every day and know that I do not have to touch that Uber app. I don't got to touch that Lyft app. And I feel good. Today is a money day. Today is a money. I mean, I just sent an invoice to somebody over the while ago. Let me see. Where's my invoice at? I just sent an invoice. Where we at? Bam, here we go. Let me go down here. So when I sent this invoice right here, And this was to one of my waste management things right there. So it says waste management, all of this came out to $96. So that was my waste management. I sent that 96. That to me feels good because I don't got to do 10 rides at $9 a piece. I don't got to do 10 rides at $9 a piece to make $96. I do one ride and I make $100 to go to waste management. One ride. That's it. Just one. That to me is better. That's true sense of freedom than saying I need to wake up. Hopefully they got a surge out. Hopefully there's an event. Hopefully it's a ride challenge out. Hopefully there's something. No, that's slavery. That's slavery. The sounds in your head, that ping, 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 that's slavery. That's that slave bell. Bing, 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 come and get it. Come and get it. Motherfucker running out to the field picking cotton and shit. That's what that feels like when you hear all of, because it's like, ooh, 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 ooh. Uber's finna send me. What's that ride? Man, $3 decline. $7 decline. 76 cents a mile decline. $1 a mile to go 50 damn mile decline. 36 miles, I gotta drive this for an hour for $28 decline. That shit's anxiety to me. To hear them apps knowing it's nothing but trash coming through, that's because I've seen too much. I've lived a life of private rides, and I'm trying to share that life with everybody else out there so they can get on that shit. Become free. Free yourself out of that matrix, out of that ping, out of that bing, bing, bing. That shit don't mean nothing. And the apps know that their days are numbered. They know it because more people are waking up. More people are joining ride teams. More people are trading business cards. More people are getting commercial insurance. More people are really realizing we are independent contractors. We are not employed by Uber and Lyft. More people are realizing that. And because of that, the apps know their days are numbered. We've got to get driverless cars going. If we don't get driverless going, we're not going to have the profits to make it because everybody's leaving the plantation. Oh yeah, the study of human emotions and and that's the thing. I do not wake up and turn on Uber and Lyft. I remember when I first started driving, I would wake up and I would literally be brushing my teeth, hoping a surge pop up near me. I would have it on Uber Pet. I'd have it on like all these, hoping a surge popped up near me. Y'all see all of the ride-alongs I used to do. I would do ride-alongs all day, every day, because that's all I wanted to do was make money on Uber and Lyft. How do I make money on Uber and Lyft? How do I make money on Uber and Lyft? When Hum finally came out 4 years ago, shit, life changed dramatically. It changed dramatically. And it was to the point where, you know, a lot of people online was saying, well, don't drive like Jeff because you're going to get in trouble. Driving like Jeff, you're going to get in trouble. I'm still here. It is February the 4th, 2026. Everything they said, none of that shit came true. None of it came true. I make more money now. I'm invoicing now. I got crazy sales on goddamn Square, on Venmo, on Cash App. Nothing they ever said came true. I never wrecked my car. Never got kicked off the apps where I can't get back on the apps. The haters try to get me kicked off the apps. Nothing they said ever came true. But they want to sit up there and say they're a channel that's out to help y'all. They're channels that are out here to bullshit y'all. I'm trying to drop ways for you to get paid. I'm trying to drop that punch in your chest to say, stop letting these people pay you $12 for 75 miles or 2 stops extra, 50 cents. Come and get it. Exactly, Myron, exactly. That's what I'm trying to stop. Because I don't like to see people taken advantage of. I was never that way. I do not like seeing people taken advantage of. So when we can run channels and we can teach people how to go out and protect their communities, keep that money in their communities, keep that money in your pocket, not go out there and wreck your car, getting flat tires for $12 for 50 miles. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Oh man, how you gonna get in trouble for making money for yourself? We're independent contractors. But these channels be online, oh, y'all gonna get in trouble. Y'all gonna get in trouble when Massa find out. When Massa find out with y'all gonna get in trouble. I'm like, what? What you mean we gonna get in trouble? We're independent contractors. They don't control me. If anything, city ordinance can come talk to me, but Uber and Lyft can't talk to me. I don't work for Uber and Lyft. I work using Uber and Lyft. Uber and Lyft are apps. They're tools. And they charge you to engage with their platform. You get charged a fee, a heavy fee. 50% of what this rider is paying, 50% of what they pay goes into Uber and Lyft's pocket. When I do my own work, 100% go in my pocket. I just got to make sure my Hum subscription is live every month. That's it. Hey, $2 a day. I'm in. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I love the word invoice. Life hits differently when you're sending out invoices, 2,000, 3,000, checking the mailbox, checks for thousands. It hits real different. Hey, and that's what it is. I'm telling you, Dims, that's what it is. And we're trying to teach people. Stop thinking like these channels are teaching people to Uber and Lyft. They're teaching you backwards. And I think some of these channels are probably Uber and Lyft employees. They probably Uber Lyft and fighting for their job, man. If we don't keep people driving, we all gonna lose our jobs, bro. We gonna all lose our job. I'm like, man, if y'all don't get out there and protect your community, quit letting these apps rip everybody off. Anybody in my area, like I said, I be seeing Waymos and shit going down the street. I be thinking, whoever's using these damn Waymos is a joke. Because, I mean, they charging these people $22, $23 to go to the grocery store. Lady was like, yeah, one lady even said it when I picked her up in lunch. She said, well, usually I use a Waymo, but they've gotten expensive. Waymos used to be like $7, $8, and now they're like $25. I'm like, yeah, the price starting to go up. Because they realize they ain't making no money with them damn Waymos. So I'm like, private ride? If it was something different, because I caught her on a black ride, and that's what Uber and Lyft is doing. They're marking people up. Because I'll leave it on black, and they'll send somebody a black, they'll send me, but the person didn't order a black. They'd be like, oh man, what did you order? This is nice. They upgrading people. So I know when somebody's upgraded, because from the moment they get in the door, they didn't pay for this. So I'm thinking, this is probably somebody you don't want to give a car to. They're not at that level yet. Nuh-uh. It's like, man. Oh, Kevin, yeah. They're expanding. I just dropped a video talking about they made it in California now. Yeah, Waymo's ridiculous, man. Just too ridiculous. But nah, man, if we can just get more drivers out there to have faith in who they are and themselves and capitalize on business opportunities out there. But they don't think like that. It's like they're running on a hamster wheel. They think these $4 rides and these $7 rides and these $11 rides are going to make them like comfortable. Oh, I'm going to do well. I'm going to go out and make $200 a day. Get a flat tire, no money to replace an alternator, barely making it. But yet they keep doing it over and over again. The Uber and Lyft are the bad guys in the movie. It don't matter how much evil shit they're doing, the good people will always win at the end of the movie. I'm telling you, Greg, and that's what we doing, brother. That's what we doing. We gonna end up winning this, man. Somehow we gonna win this. Because I'm tired of people thinking and believing that just because Uber and Lyft is an app, every person out there is a Uber customer or a Lyft customer. No, these people might be a Uber customer or a Lyft customer when they're using Uber and Lyft, but they're nothing but people looking for a ride. They're looking for logistics. They could take a bus if they felt like it. They could take a taxi if they felt like it. They could take Uber. They could take a private driver. They can call a next door neighbor. They can ask their spouse. These people are not Uber and Lyft customers. They are people needing a ride. They could use you. But people, oh, if you do the ride off of Uber and Lyft, you're going to get in trouble. These are all Uber and Lyft customers. No. These people are just you. That's like saying I'm a Pizza Hut customer because I ate Pizza Hut one day. Now, oh, you're a Pizza Hut customer. You can't go over here and eat at Burger King. You're a Pizza Hut customer. What are you doing? You ate at Pizza Hut Friday. Like, yeah, I ate at Pizza Hut. Then you're a Pizza Hut customer. Then you can't eat at Burger King this week. Got to go back to Pizza Hut. No. Eat where you want to eat. Use who you want to use for logistics. If they want to use Uber, they can. If they want to use Lyft, they can. These are people looking for a ride. That's it. And once people get it out their head, oh, these is Uber customers, man. All these people is Uber customers. Why? Because they got the Uber app on their phone. They Uber. Just because you got an app on your phone don't mean you stuck with them for their eternity. Once you download the app, you an Uber customer. It's like, yeah, okay, slow thinking that, okay. Like, no. Man. The Uber sent me an XL ride one night and I'm in a sedan. Talked to the guy, converted it, still got paid twice more than what Uber was getting. Yeah, exactly. Tell you, they be moving. Tell you, Nicole, these people are nuts. They nuts. And I be seeing them on channel. I see a lot of people comment on channels and I just laugh. I can't even fight the idiocracy I see. I can't even fight it. Just a low level IQ. No, because when people out there, whenever they trying to summon a ride, you know, this and that, you can't poach them. You're poaching Uber customers. So you telling me if somebody is looking at a McDonald's menu on their phone, if somebody's looking at a McDonald's menu and I say, hey, it's a Chinese food place right across the street that's got discounts. You ain't got to eat McDonald's. Am I still a McDonald's customer? No. They just looking at somewhere to eat. I saw the phone open. I saw the golden arches in the top. Oh man, don't eat that shit. That's McDonald's, man. Don't eat that. And they got a Chinese food place right across the street, man. Take your girl over there. Yeah, you right. Yeah, they got specials going on sushi right now. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go over there and eat, man. I'm gonna go over there. Thanks, man. I don't want to eat this shit anyways. That's not a McDonald's. McDonald's can't come after me, Jeff. We hear you telling people not to eat at McDonald's, to eat at that Chinese place across the street. That's our customer right there. No, it's not. They looking for somewhere to eat. And I'm like, why y'all looking at that trash shit? Just eat across the street. That's my opinion. If they feel like they want to eat over there, they'll go eat over there. Just like with Uber and Lyft. If somebody says, you know what, I'd rather just take Uber. I trust Uber. Or I trust Lyft. More power to you. Get out my car. Cancel. No problem. If that's the system you trust, knock it out. But I can talk to anybody I want to talk to as an independent contractor because I don't work for Uber and Lyft. I'm not an Uber and Lyft employee. I'm an independent contractor. So I can say, if you want to use me, here's my card. Call me Friday. I'll be there to pick you up. You can shoot me a text. You know, sometimes it requires a deposit just to lock your time in so somebody else don't steal your time slot. All right, cool. Like, how do I pay you? You can Cash App, Venmo. All right, I'll send you half right now. Lock you in. All right, cool. Send me half now. They'll $75 pop up across the screen. Did you get that? Yep, I got it. Got you for Friday, bro. I'll be there at 5:30. All right. That has nothing to do with them being an Uber or Lyft customer. Nothing to do with it. Everybody's looking for a ride. You should be that ride. If you don't want to be that ride, hey, knock yourself out. Because y'all know on this channel, they've been saying for the past 3-4 years, oh, he gonna wreck your car. He don't know what he doing. He gonna lose his house. He gonna do. Motherfucker, I'm still here. Still doing the same thing. And they still doing the same thing. Complaining and griping. We need to protest. We need to go on strike. It's like, go on strike for what? Protest what? The easiest way to protest is to become a private driver. That's how you protest the bullshit. Become a private driver. That is the best because now you're getting paid to protest low pay. You're getting paid to go out and pick up other people. You're getting paid to do something a certain way. Walking around with poster boards and popsicle sticks and shit. We need more money. We need more. Uber don't care. They gonna keep saying, you know what? We gonna keep paying their ass the same way. Keep doing it. Say, oh, thank you so much, abundantly treasure. I appreciate that. I know it. Say, hey, Mike, drop it like his mouth. Yeah, and so they gonna say you AI next. Exactly. You AI. Like shit. That's what they be saying on TikTok. He's AI. He ain't real. They be flagging my shit as AI. Get him off the internet. He's AI. Like whatever. And then I like that presence matter. Or just sitting in the lobby of a hotel sipping on coffee, watching people checking out with suitcases, reaching for their phones, quietly walk up and hand them a business card. Hey, we used to do that at Arizona Grand all the time. When Arizona Grand have conventions, me and Jamil used to go down there all the time, hand out cards. People like, hey, I'm just trying to get here. All right, here you go. Bam. Airport, $35. Bam. The app be paying $7-8. We be doing for $35 pop. They like, damn, man. Yeah, because I'm not doing this for no $7-8. Yeah, because we're paying like $35-40. Oh, we know. That's why we charge you $35. Because the app is trying to pay us $7-8 for the exact same ride. And they just walking out with bags, give them a card, take them to the hotel. That's what we do. But yeah, man, like I said, hopefully, man, like I said, this live stream, it puts a spark in people right now to say 2026 is the year you're going to be like, you know what? I got to make this leap of faith. I can't keep running on this hamster wheel of we need to protest. Let's protest. If you want to really make money, if you would really want to protest, then you need to get off these apps in a serious capacity, start building your own business in a serious capacity, and quit thinking these apps are going to take care of you. They're not. As long as you drive for pennies on a dollar, they're going to pay you pennies on a dollar. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. These apps have been saying this for how long? And each new phase that comes out with Uber and Lyft, drivers are getting paid less and less and less and less because they're phasing people out. They're trying to see what person out there is going to drive until there's no profit margin for them. And then it's like, okay, we've just hit the equilibrium. Now we've lost too many drivers. So this is where we need to leave the prices right here. They'll never raise the price. They're going to keep dropping the prices. What's up, Miss Jeanette? Yeah, they're going to just keep dropping the prices. So if you want to raise your prices, then you need to become a private driver. You need to get business cards together. You need to go out and do your own line of work, do your own business, get your own book of business to where your clients are texting you every day. Your clients are calling you because asking Uber and Lyft for more money, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. because they know somebody out there is desperate enough. Somebody is scared to get their lights turned off. Somebody's scared to get evicted, and they're going to drive 10 hours a day, 10 hours straight for $270. But yet they done put like $60 worth of gas in their car. So really they got 210, and 10 hours of driving, they got $210 gross profit. If their car breaks down, that 210 is going to end up being that new alternator they need any damn way. So they're going to be driving for nothing all day, driving for nothing. So it's like, nope, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, they coming out with new Wi-Fi, new bullshit, ways to hook drivers so they don't live. Yeah, man. Say, how do Uber, Lyft promote riders and charge drivers for it? You so right. Yeah. And I'm one of those people that just believe, man, I believe that if the people understand what you're saying when you're picking, because I talk to a lot of people about profit margins, about keeping money in local communities, about how corporate America is destroying us. And they feel that shit. They can see it. And so when I'm telling them all that money that you're paying Uber and Lyft doesn't stay here in Arizona, it don't even stay in our community. Our community is getting more poor. If there's $1 million worth of logistics in Arizona right now, if there's $1 million today in logistics, why are we giving away $500,000 to another state? Why are we giving that away? We could keep the $1 million here if all the drivers in Arizona got paid and kept the money in Arizona. We stay $1 million community. But if every time we go and spend money, we giving that $1 million to somebody else, and then they're saying, hey, we're going to return $500,000 to you guys, then they're doing us dirty because we are the $1 million community. Uber is coming into the $1 million community, extracting half the money out. If we kept the money here with private drivers, we'd all be spending the money and we just keep recycling the same money. The drivers make $1 million, the drivers spend $1 million. The drivers make $1 million, the drivers spend $1 million. But if Uber and Lyft come in and they say, hey, pay us the $1 million and we'll give the drivers $500,000, then the drivers only have $500,000 to spend. So you took $1 million out of community. Now drivers can only spend $500,000. So you're solely eating away at the wealth of a community by using rideshare apps. You're robbing us through telephones. Just like when people say they were getting robbed using daycare facilities. Oh, this is a fake daycare. This is a fake medical company. They're stealing all of our tax dollars using fake shit. This is how they do it. You can do more theft with a pen and a computer and a cell phone than you can with a gun. With a gun, you might make about $200 robbing a store. But with a computer and a cell phone, you can walk away with $1 billion. That's the new way to rob people now. Cell phones. You got a cell phone, you could rob people of millions with a cell phone, and you never leave your office. You got a laptop, you could take a couple of billion out of people with a laptop. We see it being done through fraud every single day. They're robbing us every day. The only way we're going to stop that robbery is say, hey, you know what? We're going to keep the money here. We're going to cut that. We're going to cut the middle person out. The person we know that's robbing us, we're going to cut them out. And I'm going to talk to you straight up. You need to ride downtown, $100. Because if I allow this app to come in, this phone to come in, the phone's going to say, hey, we'll charge you $100. Okay. And we're going to give Jeff $35 of the 100. So you just stole $65 from my community now with a cell phone. You stole $65 from my community with a phone. This is how they're getting us right now. And I'm glad people are finally seeing how robbery is truly done. Me as an accountant, it's funny how all of these politicians are now talking about the accounting, the accountability, the accounting. When I've been saying for the longest time, Uber and Lyft steals fares and tips. They've been jacking us from an accounting standpoint, just seeing how the money flows and how it's not going back to the original source, which is the community the money came from. France is now going after Uber right now for all these employment taxes because they said these people aren't independent contractors. They're employers and you owe us billions of dollars in taxes. And Uber's like, no, we don't. And France is like, if you don't pay it, you got to stop operating here. People are starting to see it now. They're starting to see how we're getting robbed through these cell phones and everything. Till we stand up for it, we're going to keep getting robbed. These apps are never going to pay us, ever going to pay us. So you got to go out and get it. And like I said, hopefully this channel is one of those channels that put that spark in and be like, you know what? I don't even got no clients, Jeff. I have no clients. I have 0 clients, Jeff. But today I'm going to go out and I'm going to try to get one. I'm going to try to get one. And if that works, I'm going to get 2. Maybe I won't get 2. Now I'm going to get 3. Oh, I didn't get that one. Okay, I didn't get it. All right, I tried harder. Now I got 3. All right, now I'm going to go get 4. That's how it starts. There was a point in time when I didn't have a single client in Arizona. There was a point in time I didn't have nobody. All I was doing was Uber and Lyft because I didn't even know I could do Uber and Lyft. I bought a Jeep and started doing it. No clients whatsoever. But it started once I started talking to people. Once I started helping people understand that the money you're paying, you can leave it here in our community. We don't have to send it outside of our community. We can keep protecting and taking care of our community financially. When they see it like that, it makes a major difference. Because some people love the community. Some people want to take care of the community. Some people don't. So we've got to learn how to talk to people from a business standpoint, first off. And not only from a business standpoint, but from an economic, like an economy standpoint. And that's going to help you secure more deals, and it's going to train them on how they can even speak to other people. Hey, you know, every time you use Uber and Lyft, you're robbing your own community. Did you know that? How? The driver told me this, so I'm going to tell you this. And they explain to that person. That person say, damn, I never thought about that. Yeah, man. That's why you see all these drivers driving around in busted ass cars all damn day. Tail lights hanging out and shit. Tape over the headlights. Like they can't afford to even fix their cars. All the money's leaving. $100 billion industry. Drivers are the brokest people in that industry. The executives are high paid. The engineers are high paid. The employees are high paid. The drivers doing the actual work are the lowest paid on the whole totem pole of rideshare. The people doing the actual work are the lowest paid. Riding around in busted vehicles. And we got the most expensive equipment. Without the equipment, how are people going to be able to move? They can't. So you got to start thinking about it like that. This is a business. You are a major part of it. When you become your own business, that's when you really open your eyes to see. I don't have to, like I said, you don't hear no pings on my phone ever because I don't turn on Uber and Lyft. There's no need to. If I go to Jack in the Box, I might turn it on to see like what kind of prices are they throwing out. And I was like, oh shit, that's a trash ass price. It's trash. I'll leave it on black SUV. See if they ping me a couple of times. If they ping me, I'll take the ride and I'll talk to the, hey, here's a card, man. Oh, we always take black SUV, man. We can't, we need big cars. All right, well, shit, man, here you go. Take my card then. If y'all always taking black SUV, hit me up. What up, Trey? My brother Trey Watts down in Houston. Man, this is Enjoy the Live. You speaking facts, OG. It's all about money, man. I want to see people eat. I want to see people eat, man. I do not like people who just sit around and talk about how they can't get. That whole mindset, like I said, it's money floating around us in the streets everywhere. You got to be willing to go out there and get it. I'm built like that. I got that dog in me. It's money all in the streets, bro. It's money everywhere. But people got to be willing to say, I want to go get the money. I want to print me some like business cards ain't free. They not free. I had to pay for that shit. I got tons of boxes of them. Trucks ain't free. Had to buy them. Gas ain't free. Got to pay for it. If you want to make money, you're going to spend some money to make that money. There's nothing out there free. Some of my clients work for test agencies. A test agency is, let's say you're bringing a product to market. You need to have that product tested by a test agency first. Whether it's space tech, because I got clients that are in the space tech, they test SpaceX shit, NASA shit. But it's millions and millions of dollars these people have to spend just to test equipment before they can bring it to market or before they can use it on a product. Millions they spend. I tell people spend $3, $2 a day. Oh, that's too much, man. That's way too much money. See, not all business people are alike. Some people are forever going to be employee minded. Some people are going to always be like, you know what? If I spend a little, you telling me I can make that much? Yeah, if you spend a little. Let's do it then. Let's do it. Because look what happens when they spend millions testing space equipment. You get contracts to launch satellites from other countries. That $1 million you spent testing that equipment got you a $2.6 billion contract because you spent $1 million testing that equipment and it works just fine. $2.6 billion contract putting satellites in orbit. That's how it works. But people be like, man, I ain't spending no $2. I ain't spending no $2, man. That $2 a lot. That's like 25 cents every hour. I got to spend 25 cents every hour that I'm outside. 25 cents. That's like me dropping a quarter on the ground every hour. Man, I ain't dropping no quarter. It's broke thinking. That's broke thinking. For me, there's ways you can cut corners to make up for that 25-cent loss. Like me, I don't eat at fast food places. I cook at home. Me cooking at home cuts out any business expense that I have to spend now. So I can go out and buy 5 rims with 5 tires. So in case I get a flat tire, it don't look like I got a big ass donut on it. So if I get a flat, I'm still going to pull up looking like a truck, and the flat tire going to be up under the back because now I took the tire from under the back, put it on the truck now. So I'm always going to look like the truck that you paid for because I make sure I buy 5 rims and 5 tires. Why? Business expense. Well, how do you save money? I eat at home. I cook at home. I got 3 chicken breasts left in there that I seasoned. I put some breadcrumbs all over there. Man, I put that shit in the oven. Man, me and the dog's been eating chicken. We've been eating chicken breasts for like past 3 days. I ate spaghetti last week. I made a big ass, super big pot of spaghetti. Ate that all week. Didn't spend a dime at fast food. I ate spaghetti all last week. The week before that, I had this big ass, huge London broiled steak. I had to cut that in 4 pieces. It was so damn big. So I cut that in 4 big ass chunks. I cut it into smaller pieces, sizzled that in the skillet, poured scrambled eggs all over it, and had steak and eggs for breakfast every day. And I put Fiesta blend cheese all over it. So I got Fiesta blend cheese, steak and egg breakfast every single day. And that, I think that whole thing cost me like $9. It lasted me 4 days. So when people tell me you don't got 25 cents an hour, 25 cents an hour, $2 a day, you ain't got that. We ain't talking business. I can't talk business with you. I can't talk because you haven't figured it out yet. You got to go through the lack of making money to find out how you really make money. Because when they cars are breaking down and they can't go just buy a new car, when they transmission go out and they can't use another car they got on the side of the house, my client, I keep the big truck clean because I'm thinking about getting the big Escalade professionally detailed. Because I'm thinking if I ever have to pick up, because that I could take 5 people in that. Let me see. Yeah, 3 in the back. I could take 6. So that's a 6. It's got captain's chairs. So if I ever got to clean that up because my black truck is down for any reason whatsoever, I want to be able to pull up in the Escalade, be like, hey, man, this is an old ass 05 Escalade, but it's clean. My other truck's down. Oh, that's fine, Jeff. It smells good. This thing is nice. I'm going to have to spend money to get it professionally detailed all on the inside. So it looks as nice as possible in the event that I got to use that to pick somebody up. Because last thing I need to do is my transmission go out and I'm losing money not picking my people up. I got to do something. So I keep all my shit around, keep it all insured, keep it ready to go. It's a business expense. I cannot sit around and cry over 25 cents an hour, 2 dimes and a nickel an hour, 2 dimes and a nickel, 2 dimes and a nickel. There are people crying about that shit on videos. Oh man, I can't pay for no insurance. I ain't paying for no insurance, man. I just keep driving Uber and Lyft. I ain't paying for no insurance. That shit like $60. That shit like $60. Yeah, it's like what, $20 a day maybe? I don't know. $60 is $2 a day. Because if it's 30 days a month, 30 days in a month, it's $2 a day. And you talking about working an 8-hour day, it's 25 cents. No, I ain't fucking no 25 cent, man. That's a lot. 25 cent, man. 25 cent, man. 25 cent. See, I can't do business with people like that. I just cannot. I cannot, because we have all leveled up to a point to where we look at 2 dimes and a nickel as 2 dimes and a nickel. That's how we look at it. I don't look at 2 dimes and a nickel as something I'm losing. I look at 2 dimes and a nickel as something I'm investing. Because that 2 dimes and a nickel that I spent that hour, that 2 dimes and a nickel, I just showed y'all. I had a $96 invoice. That $96, I made that in 20 minutes. $96 in 20. It was and I got the video of going to my client's house. So I'm going to show the video of me going to my client's house, driving through the neighborhood. That was the $96. $96 in 20 minutes. And people are saying they can't afford 25 cents an hour. I cannot spend 25 cents an hour to make $96 in 20 minutes, Jeff. That to me is just too much money to spend. I cannot spend 25 cents. I'm going to keep my quarter in my pocket and I'm driving Uber. Cool, knock yourself out. I don't know what to fucking tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know. I don't know. Yeah, and the same people buy a $20 pack of cigarettes a day. Exactly. Cigarettes expensive as a motherfucker. I can't afford no 25 cents no hour, but I can afford a $20 pack of cigarettes. Yeah. $20 a day is $600 a month. So they smoke $600 a month worth of cigarettes, $600 a month worth of cigarettes, but can't pay for commercial insurance that can make you $96 in 20 minutes. Like I said, the business acumen of some people is just not there. It is not there. And I'm trying to help people with all like I said, I got an accounting degree, man. I used to work for millionaires, man. I do the best I can do for people. And I really try to help. The knowledge that they paid me for, I give it for free on the internet to help people who can't afford to sit in the boardroom. To sit in the boardrooms of these guys in casino, you got to be a millionaire to sit in them boardrooms. They let me sit in the boardroom because I was an employee. I was the accountant. I had to. Can I afford to be a partner in their business? Hell no. Not a millionaire. There's no way possible I could afford to be in them boardrooms with them people. I went to a dinner one time with Senator Mark St. James. Look up Senator Mark St. James. This was back in like 98, 99, 2000, 2001. I don't even know when it was. It was a long time. Senator Mark St. James of Nevada. He threw a big dinner. Everybody was there. Oscar Goodman, Mayor Oscar Goodman, his wife was there. Everybody was there. I was there. I was at a dinner. It was $1,000 a plate dinner. $1,000 a plate. My bosses paid for me to go there just so I can hobnob and meet these people and let them know about the casinos we dealing with and the deals we trying to get and just listen in on stuff and come back and report. And they was like, Jeff, you want to go to a dinner? I was like, I'll go to a dinner. All right, Senator Mark St. James is throwing a big dinner. He's got a big campaign going. We're going to send you down there. Just chop it up with people, talk to everybody. It was a black judge down there. He was a really mean black judge. I met him down there. I can't even think of his name. He was a bald-headed black judge, mean. Everybody hated him. But he was the coolest guy at the dinner. And we talked about childhood life, Memphis. I mean, these are some really good people. I could not afford to be in the places these people were putting me in. Could not afford it. But I was willing to go because I was willing to learn. I was willing to say, how are you guys doing business? How are you getting all this shit done? Me, I'm from the hood, man. We used to selling dope. We sell like crack rocks and shit like that. We sell weed bags. And he's like, Jeff, that's not how you really make it in life. Selling weed bags ain't how you make it. You make it when you set up a business. That's how you make it. You set up a business and you duplicate that business. You franchise yourself. Whatever you can do, have a team of people just like you. And you guys are all independent small franchises. You're franchising yourself. That's it. And I was like, okay. So I learned how to do that shit. I never thought about selling drugs. Never thought about that. And I come from a drug dealing family. And I never thought about selling drugs. When I was young, I did. I was like, I don't sell drugs. So I tried it. Shit didn't work out for me. But I was like, as I got older, I'm like, millionaires? These motherfuckers make money and just walk around proud all day. How do you do it? You set up businesses and you duplicate yourself. You teach people how to do what you do. It's called training. You train people. But you have to be trainable and you have to be receptive to training in order to do business. So you sit down in orientations and you get trainings and that's how you start replicating business. You never hear about drug dealers say, we're going to have orientation. I'm going to help you sell some dime bags. Make sure you show up today at orientation. We're going to make you a little crack dealer. We got crackheads on the left, crackheads on the right. Come down to orientation. Teach you how to sell some dime bags. We're going to have you selling 8 balls. We're going to have you selling some speed balls. We're going to have you selling everything. Come down to crackhead orientation today at 5 o'clock, corner of 3rd and Wabash. You ain't never heard no shit like that because crackheads don't do that. Drug dealers don't have orientation. That's hustling. That's something totally different. So when you want to do legit business, you can duplicate what you're doing and you can train other people what you're doing and just almost franchise it. That's basically what we're doing. We're franchising each other being in logistics. So I just want to help people do that. That's it, man. I love to see people go out and make money. I like to see people happy. I like to see people show up with a new car. My man, Jesse out there, he bought a new Pathfinder last year. He was driving around. When I met him, he had a Hyundai Elantra. I met him on the corner of 7th Street and Roosevelt. He was like, mic drop, what's good? So it was like, all right. We started chopping it up. Me and him became real good friends. We became cool. And he was like, man, I'm trying to get private business. I don't know what I'm doing. This and that. I said, dude, this is what you do. You get you some business cards. You start marketing yourself. Jab rides. So he started putting out jab ride shit everywhere. Every time I got on Instagram, jab rides, jab rides. He was crazy advertising. That little ass Hyundai Elantra. Crazy advertising that Hyundai Elantra. He built up a big ass client base with that little ass silver Hyundai Elantra. He had TVs in it. Man, he kitted that little Hyundai Elantra up. Next time I saw him, he was like, bro, you never believe what I just bought today. What? A big ass white Pathfinder so he could start doing XL rides. He was no longer relying on Uber and Lyft no more. He had generated so many rides in that little ass Hyundai XL he had, the little Sonata he had. He went out and bought a big ass Pathfinder. Now he was doing it. He was slowly building. He never once said, I can't do that, man. I got this little ass Hyundai. I can't do that shit. He says, you know what? I'm about to do something crazy. I'm about to get all these people to help me get to the next level. I did it with the Jeep. I was in that Jeep. I said, I got all these private rides. Let me go buy a Beamer. I got all these private rides. Let me go get a bigger truck. Now I got the bigger truck and I'm like, let me go get me a van like that. And that's what you do. We slowly build. We have different levels of inventory around the house for different things we want to do. And that's what I want to help people do. That's it, man. I just want to see people eat. It makes me so happy. Man, I just got a new car. Oh, man, I just bought a new truck. Oh, man, I'm thinking about buying my man Stanley out. When Stanley, he had a minivan. Stanley Jenkins. Y'all know Stanley Jenkins from the channel. He down in Memphis. Man, I got this minivan, double doors, taking care of clients. He started getting all airport. Stanley didn't do private, not at the level he was doing it. Stanley had the minivan. So we all see Stanley Jenkins on the channel. Minivan, down in Memphis with the minivan, This motherfucker hit me up one day. He texted me, says, hey, man, you never believe what I just bought. What? A Ford Expedition. Man, his shit looked just like mine. He was like, dude, the price was too good. I couldn't say no. Stanley, I don't even think he touched the apps no more. I think all he does is Stanley sent me people. Stanley Jenkins sent me people all the way to Phoenix. And they paid me $500. He's in Memphis, driving a big ass Expedition in Memphis. He sent me clients. I think Scott. So Stanley, because he was like, well, how do you know Stanley? I said, oh, well, I do a podcast and I met Stanley on a podcast. Oh, well, Stanley hooked us up with a driver in Houston. So Stanley hooked up a Houston driver with Scott and his team. And then when Scott and his team came all the way to Phoenix, I got 500 from them. So these guys are just flying around America. What they are, they're football fanatics. They were watching, who was it? Ole Miss. They're Ole Miss fans, really big Ole Miss fans. So they traveled around America. They were watching, and Ole Miss lost the game here to Miami. So that was the last team they played, Miami. They were in Houston. They were in Memphis, and Stanley Jenkins with the Expedition in Memphis, who had the minivan before he was doing private clients, started doing them at a higher level. He's sending his clients all over America, somehow ended up in my truck. So these people paid in 3 different drivers, they paid about $1,500. This whole group of people paid about $1,500 because they gave me $500. About $1,500 to take them to the game and back. The game and back and then to the airport the next day. So this is how we network around America in this group. Stanley used to have a minivan. That's it. All he had was the minivan. And he was like, I can't roll like this, man. I can't do this shit. I got to do something different. I said, dude, I'm going to tell you, Stanley. I said, you ain't got to take my advice. You really don't. And I asked him, we talked about that. I said, you don't have to take my advice at all. But I was looking at getting a big ass V8 Suburban. And it's nice, but it's bad on gas. I say my Expedition is a V6. It's twin turbo V6. I get about 24, 25 miles a gallon on this thing. It's a great truck. I say, you don't got to take my advice. He went out, he test drove everything. He says, bro, I test drove that Expedition. The price was right. I bought it. He showed me pictures of it. Man, that shit is good. It's way cleaner than mine because his is, I think he's got the 2020, I think. Way cleaner. Nice. This is Mike Drop. Hey, man, I tell folks, man, if we can do business, we're going to network all around. I've sent people down to Florida. Hey, man, hit my boy John when you get to Florida. John, can you take us? Jeff, thanks for the client, bro. All right. And that's what we do. So he bought that Expedition and he's been breaking it. I don't think Stanley even touches. He don't even touch the apps no more. But that's what happens when you start getting different equipment and you start trusting yourself. The minivan was doing him justice because he could take a lot of people and he had a lot of clients in that minivan, That's kind of like why I want to go to the Kia Carnival. I want to go because my truck is too tall for older people. But if I get the minivan, I can get the senior citizen crowd. I can get the 80-year-olds, the 75-year-olds. I can get them. It's hard for me to get them in a tall truck like this because they can't climb. Even though the step drops down, they can't climb up. So if I go get a minivan, I just expanded my client because most of Stanley's people were older. I can expand my client base now to going for the senior citizen crowd, going for older people, getting the groups of people going to and from bingo halls and shit like that. I would like to take them. Hey, it's money. And I would take them in my nice little Kia Carnival. So I might have to get a minivan to expand my crowd so I don't got to put everybody in this big ass truck all the time. But yeah, oh man, people truly sleep on the Expedition. 10-speed transmission, thing is amazing on gas, loud stereo system. Man, a stereo, I think it goes up like maybe 30, 40, I don't know. I could put that shit on 20. It'd be like, damn, this shit is loud. And it's all stock, bone stock. Sunroof, man, people love that truck, man. They say, dude, what is this? Because I got everything's like blacked out. They don't know what it is. What is this? Ford Expedition. This is a Ford? Man, this thing is nice as hell. I'm like, yeah, man, Ford, they stepped up when they made the new Expeditions, man. They stepped up. The Navigator, yeah, the Cadillac or the Navigator, yeah. And see, the thing is, the Cadillacs, I love the Escalades. Like I said, I'll always keep my Escalade forever. But that thing outside is 12 miles a gallon. 12 miles a gallon. If I'm towing a trailer, I'm at 8 miles a gallon. That big ass V8 6.0, that shit is horrible on gas. Hard. That's why I stay parked. I'll drive that shit to and from the dog park because at 12 miles a gallon, I can't afford to run it all over town. I can't afford to do that. I mean, the Jeep gets about 17 miles a gallon on big ass 37s. So I get better gas miles in my Jeep than I get in my Escalade. The Escalades are not nice on gas. They're very just prestigious looking. Big V8s, very prestigious looking. But they get expensive for a lot of business, really expensive. But the somehow that 3.6 V6 engine, the 3.5 V6 they threw in that Expedition with them twin turbos, that's just like a cop car. And that shit sounds like a diesel coming out. It'd be like, you can hear that, them turbos whistling. That should be like, and that car be gone. I'm like, dude, it feels like you're in a police car. It is so fast. To be a truck that big, that's some heat. It'll give my little Beamer some competition. That big ass V6 be moving. That should be like, and it's just smooth as hell. It's like hitting the highway. I'm like, yeah. Jay Trust, the senior crowd pays and tips extremely well, and they're loyal customers, and they refer you to all your friends. I'm telling you, Dims, I'm trying to get into the senior crowd because, and I don't knock the youth crowd. The youth crowd is cool. I like the youth crowd, but the youth crowd gets wild. When they get too comfortable with you, they start getting wild. Jumping out, hey, let me get the aux cord. Let me get the aux cord. I'm like, well, it's not an aux cord. It's actually just Bluetooth in. Oh, I'm a Bluetooth. And they all over the fucking place. They just everywhere, man. They everywhere. The older crowd, they get in, they listen to Jesse Cook. Whatever you playing, they like it. Whatever you playing. I could be playing Trio Manzana, Jesse Cook, whatever Mexican music I'm playing for the day, they love it. They love, oh, this is some good music. What is this? Oh, it's Trio Manzana. Oh, shit, this is good. I like this. Kids get in. Let me put on some Lil Booty Juice. I got a new rapper that came out. His name Lil Booty Juice. He sing a new song. It's called Wet Booty. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are y'all listening to? I don't want that shit on my radio. Because I don't be putting this weird ass music all over my radio. But you gotta hear it, man. It's a new song from Lil Booty Juice called Wet Booty. You gonna love this shit. Look at my wet booty. All the bitches in the back. Wet booty. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers are weird. Kids are weird, man. I'm like, and this is the shit y'all listening to? I'm putting it back on my fucking Mexican music. I don't understand a word they be saying in that Mexican music, but it ain't that. I guarantee it ain't that shit. They're like, yeah, motherfucker, booty hole brown. My booty hole. I'm gonna put on Sexy Red. My booty hole brown. I'm like, that's weird shit. Don't that sound weird to you? We like it though. It's good music. Look at this. My booty hole brown. I'm like, I don't want that shit. Makes my speakers dirty. I don't even want that shit coming out my speakers. I wash my speakers. I Windex those motherfuckers when y'all get out. It make my speakers stink. My booty hole brown. I'm in there spraying my speakers, wiping them all down. Like, what are you doing? Cleaning my radio out. These kids be playing some nasty ass music. I don't want that shit coming out my speakers. I can't play that shit. And they always do that. They get comfortable with you. Hey, can I get the aux cord? I'm like, here we go. I ain't never heard a motherfucker say, let me get the aux cord. Oh, one young couple, though, they did get the aux cord, and she said, I'm going to play this song. My mom listens to it all the time. And it was some old-ass song from, like, the OJs or something like that. It was them that era. And I was like, what you know about this? And this girl, little white girl, and she playing, like, some old-ass, like, OJ's Temptations type of music and shit. I'm like, check you out. And she's like, oh, my mom plays this all the time. So she was in the back rocking out. She was singing it word for word. I was like, oh, shit, check you. That was the only time somebody tricked me. Because most of these kids be like, yeah, let me get the aux cord. I'd be like, how long is this fucking ride? Can I get the aux cord? Shit. Oh, it's a 3-minute ride. I ain't got time for this. It's only a 3-minute ride. It's just right around the corner. Let me get the aux cord. Bitch, you can't play a song in 3 minutes. It's a 3-minute ride. But if it be like 12, 50, I'll be like, oh, fuck. What I got to listen to for the next 12 minutes? My booty hole brown, my booty hole brown. Wet booty, wet booty, wet. I'm like, you nasty motherfuckers, get out of my car. Pull over at the gas station. Just get the fuck, everybody get out, get out. So I fucking start spraying Lysol and shit all in my car. Y'all nasty motherfuckers. Can't stand them young ass kids. But no, man. But I gotta get some senior citizen clients. That's my 2026 play is senior citizens. Because this winter's been really good. It's been really good helping out the senior crowds and just getting them. I had to use my Beamer though. I've been using the Beamer for it. And like I said, the Beamer's not bad. It's really not a bad car to use, but I would be so much better with a minivan. I think it will be way more space in that minivan than that Beamer. The Beamer's not bad, but I think the minivan would really get me to where I would want to be like comfort wise when I'm taking like an older crowd around. Like a wet booty, wet booty. Like, the fuck is that? It's a new song out. They water gun you in the pants. Wet booty, wet booty. Motherfucker going around water gunning people in the butt. Wet booty, wet booty. What up, Josh? Like, what kind of shit is that? It's a new song, man. They water gun you in the pants when you walking through the place and they scream out, wet booty, wet booty. Worse than that 6'7" shit. 6'7", 6'7". What the fuck is that? Kids are weird, man. But shit. Oh, we almost at the 2.5 hour mark right here, live in the capital city. Shit. Yeah, so I got to get ready to get my ass up out of here, man. It's 2 o'clock p.m. Let me make sure I check my messages. I be forgetting, man. I be on these live streams forgetting what I'm doing sometimes. Almost forgot what I was doing. It's that Nipsey song. Almost forgot what I was doing. Okay, for a pickup today, let me see, 4 p.m. and it's only 2 right now. I could swing it. All right, 4 p.m. I could swing it. All right. So how's your schedule tomorrow, or even for a 4 p.m. pickup today at the Turney? 4 p.m. I could swing because it's 2 right now. My client don't land till later, so. Oh, yeah, it's only 2 o'clock right now. So, all right, 4 p.m. And see, this is why I got to check my phone a lot, man. People be texting all the time. Now, see, that 4 p.m., that's going to probably be another $100 right there, especially leaving a tournament. Tournaments, depending on how far it is, it could be anywhere from $100 to $200. So, yeah. Like, man. Hold up for a second. Oh, shit. Yep, okay, cool. So, I'm going to do that, though. So I got 2 hours to clean up my truck and get shit going. So I appreciate you guys for coming through, rocking with me on this live stream. Apparently, I got another client that needs me in a couple of hours, so I got to get out here and make sure the truck is, clean. I want to check my oil today too, because I did an oil change the other day. I always check my oil about a week after I do the oil change. So I'm going to go ahead and check the oil, get me something to eat real quick. It was like, yeah, go out there and eat, man. Love it. So I'm going to be one of those people, man. So you guys enjoy your life. Today, get out there and make that money. And I'm going to tell everybody one time, if you do not have private business, you don't have business cards, you don't got this going, you've got to get out there and make some money. Make sure you get them business cards lined up. Make sure you get them private clients. Make sure you get shit going. Because if you don't do that, I'm telling you, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. And I want that money in your pocket. So make sure you guys get out there, get it. So are you going to rent the Expedition? No, I wouldn't rent my Expedition out. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. Because if somebody was to hit a curb and scrape my rims and shit up like that, man, I'd be livid. My cars got too much going on to be renting them out, man. Way too much to be renting them out. So see your crowd be having wet booty, but at least having a brief I know it. Wet booty. Man. So I'm one of those people, man. Make sure you guys get out there, get your business card, get shit moving, get shit going. And this is how it gonna be. 2026 is gonna be the year we do, y'all. Go out there and get your money. I appreciate y'all for rocking through, coming through the barbecue. I got a client coming up in a couple hours. Let me make sure I get out there and get this money, man. Y'all keep rocking, non-stopping. And if I had a musical track to play at the end, I'd play it, man. All right, Darius, man. Hey, I'll see y'all out there. Let's go out and get that money. I might be at the tournament in a couple of hours. Let me see what this client is talking about. I'll be at the airport later, though.